Yup.
We've heard no rumblings of a large worm anywhere.
Not at the moment. No purple worm about to eat this city, at least. It is about 12:15 in the morning, by the way. One thing to note, too, well, depending on what you guys do, we'll likely be leveling up at the end of the session, I'm guessing, depending on time. So usually what we'll do, we'll go ahead and apply the updates anyways, just so we can get it done, the level up portion, but depending on when you guys take a rest, the new things may not be available to you until after you guys take that rest. So just keep that in mind, but I imagine you may want to rest after you get out of here anyways. So. Moving over.
If we get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not. There's certainly a lot of possibility for this to go bad. So there's plenty of room for this to turn disastrous quickly. We'll use this.
That's Nazim's turn.
Yep. Where we left off, Sako, it is your turn. Well, Nazim's turn. Nissi had just run out of the room that you're in there in that library. But you had kind of looking in there, you didn't see much else that was particularly useful, or at least something, at least not with the short amount of time you were able to look. I guess it's all with that.
Yeah, and I think I read something on the book as well, or something was read on that thing I picked up, correct?
Yeah, there were more notes there. It wasn't anything that stood out as useful in this moment, I guess is how I'd put that, because this is a pretty tense situation. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to, thoroughly look over all the details of the notes you picked up.
So I'm going to do a full 30 feet walk, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and another 30 dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right there.
Okay.
And then that's going to be...
Well, if you made it... Well, that's fine. I was going to say Nissi probably would have been able to get another 5, but that's fine. If you made it there with 30, she would have had a slightly more because she was closer, but it didn't matter.
So this is what I'll do is I'll wait here, but I'm going to start to kind of prepare to rattle off what I've read as I enter this room. So I'm just kind of pulling the paper out, getting ready to burst into that room and just start reading.
Okay. You do... I'll tell you that you don't see anybody yet, but you can hear the clang of metal, like metal Sabaton's boots hitting stone coming down the stairs directly to the south of you. You expect you'll likely see them, any fraction of a second now. They're basically right around the corner. Pogo, obviously, you saw that as well. So you know that the Juthrans are coming down the stairs immediately.
Yeah, I've got my one thing.
I think it was Toll the Dead, right? You were ready for Toll the Dead? Okay.
Ready to go.
All right. Then, next, really all of you probably can hear it. You do hear a male voice. This is one of the voices you had heard shouting earlier, and shouts out to kind of no one in particular, but audible through the door to the right of Sarah, Norok, and Arteme, just shouting, "Oh, you guys are fucked!" And then you hear the beginnings of what sound like a spell, a little odd, but certainly a drawing in of arcane energy of some sort. And obviously, Norok standing right next to the Tutusian, you hear it beginning to whir and starting to come awake, it seems like, the one that's directly in front of you. And that is it for that.
The automaton thing?
Yep.
Oh boy.
The never-ending story statues.
Well, the one directly behind Pogo as well, but Norok is by one on the inside of the room. Nazim, yeah, you can just barely see Norok there, but there's a Tutusian in front of him. There's two basically in that room right behind you. So right now, Norok and Nazim and Nissi are surrounded by four of them. Pogo is standing right next to one, and they're beginning to kind of whir alive. And we're to Sarah.
So, is my entire turn doing the Circle of Return, or do I get a bonus action reaction?
I actually made a note of that specifically because I figured that you guys may want that information. It isn't basically your action needs to be spent, but it doesn't necessarily have to be yours. It just has to be somebody who knows the spell and this particular this glyph, this circle that you're drawing. Which the only ones that know the spell are you and Pogo. Nazim could technically learn the spell, but he hasn't been taught it yet, so he doesn't know that spell. So what I did is, as far as breaking this down to kind of make it fair and that, it won't be completely destroyed in the event that Sarah gets, bumped or something like that, at least one person that knows the Circle of Return spell, which again is just Sarah and Pogo at the moment, needs to spend their action to draw the circle, to continue drawing and everything, and continue investing magical energies into it. remember the mechanics, though, as far as the investiture that goes into it, is up to 4 spell slot levels, meaning you could use 4 level 1 slots, you can use 1 level 4 slot, doesn't matter. Any equivalent of 4 will reduce the cast time. What's that?
I was using teleportation circle, my 5th level spell.
That
Do
is...
I need to cast it with the other one?
Yeah.
Well, how long does yours take?
Because
the other one takes a whole minute.
So does mine, but it doesn't take any of Ozzy's power, right? Because the other one uses part of Ozzy's.
No, only if he's casting the spell for you, which you haven't communicated with him. So right now, you guys are doing a cast. Circle of Return.
Using our actions, does it take 30 seconds to do the same circle?
It can't be reduced below 1 minute. 1 minute is the minimum. And I actually
10
based
rounds.
that.
You'll have 10 rounds.
Well, 9 technically, because she started one round before. So you already got 1 round in. Neither of them would take Aussies, though. As long as you're investing your energy into it, you're fine. He's not doing it for you. You're doing it on your own, since you have that. The timing is all under the Circle of Return, which is at the top of your spell list, Sarah. So you can pull that up there. But either way, the result is that you've got 9 rounds left to do to continue casting it. But if Sarah gets interrupted, Pogo, you're able to jump in as long as one of you is trying to work on it every round. There has to be at least 1 action spent on it every round. So 9 rounds to go there. But you still have your normal reaction and bonus actions and the associated restrictions there. You can move also, but you must end your turn in the area of the circle. So if you're going to be the one doing it, then your action would be spent on that, but you can move out of the way or whatever as long as you end your turn back inside the circle. That makes sense?
Yeah. Okay. And my circle is just this circle.
Yeah, exactly. The little glyph I put in there. It's basically those 4 squares. So if you went 1 north, 1 northwest, or 1 west, you'd still be in it. The reason that I pointed that out, by the way, I wanted to specifically mention that just so that everybody's aware. You did. This isn't meta knowledge because you did see the other style of Titusian, the kind of manufactured Titusians. These are the natural ones, by the way. The stuff that you guys would know from history here is that these are natural Titusians. These are what they're supposed to be made of. The other ones were like a manufactured knockoff, I guess, but you did see them use a gravity well ability where they were able to pull or push enemies, and that can happen every round for each of these guys. So just keep that in mind, that you may get pushed even unwillingly off of the circle there.
Great, so I'm gonna go over there, and for my bonus, there's some stuff. Where is she? I'm gonna bring up Shan.
Okay. You have to give her a target to begin with, right?
Yeah, because I'm assuming if Norak can hear these things whirling up, I can hear them whirling up as well.
I would say that Norak's reaction would give you enough indication that they're starting to, awaken. So even if you didn't hear it, it wouldn't necessarily matter.
So I'm gonna send her to the one opposite Norak, so not the one who's next to her.
All right. I'll go ahead and drop her on the board for you. Go ahead and put her where you want her to be. Let me heal her real quick too, because she's showing injury. There you go.
I'm gonna drop her so she's kind of like diagonal in front of me, so he sees her first.
So interposing like this?
Yeah.
Like between you and her? Okay. Oops, did not mean to move her.
And she needs to roll. I don't know what her initiative is, so I guess I'll just roll a d20.
If you right-click on her and then click the swords, it'll toggle combat state, the sword and shield icon, and then you can just roll it from the combat tracker like normal. Unless isn't she supposed to act right after you?
No, she gets her own initiative.
Okay. There you go.
Alright.
Okay. And nothing happens with you when you first summon her? She doesn't get an immediate attack or anything? It's been a while, sorry.
I don't believe so. See, 30 feet, roll initiative. On its turn, it can move or attack.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yep.
All right. So you continue drawing the circle then with your action. We'll do that when we get to Artemis. The Titusian directly in front of Norok. I put them only once in the combat tracker because there are multiple of them, of course. But as they are starting to act, I'm just going to, do them all at once. I'll do the same thing with the Juthrans and so on, just so that they were not, having a 30-person combat tracker. The Titusian next to Norok, though, is immediately going to, you see the kind of helmeted face lift up as a, some form of a visor is there, lifts up Norok, and it spins in place in your direction, is immediately going to swing at you with its arm blade. If I can find it. There it is. It will be swinging twice, Holmes. So if you have any reaction or anything you want to do, 18 for the first one. And 15 for the second.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to hit him back, but that'll be it, because I haven't had a chance to rage or anything yet. So.
Okay. The 18 hits, the 15 does not, I assume?
No, my armor class is 18, so.
Okay, alright. Alright, so damage from the first one. You're not concentrating on anything, so that doesn't hurt, or doesn't do anything. But it is 15, it is the full 15 damage since you're not raging yet. Yeah. You do recognize, though, anybody that's in the room here, really Pogo, you're standing next to one too. Basically all of you then can recognize that clearly these guys are made out of Otaterol specifically, so there are negatives associated with if you're concentrating on a spell. If you're hit by those, you can read the information in the chat there if you need to. And that'll be it. Actually, he does have other... he just... You know what, I'm going to say that since they're just waking up, they don't have their first bonus action initially here. This one will wake up and immediately try to swing at Shan. First is going to shoot it with the spear launcher.
Ooh, neat.
Oh, natural one. I think the last time that it tried to use it on Ben, it got a natural one too. Didn't it try to? It was trying to pin you, I think, and failed. All right, and then arm blade for 25. That'll hit, I assume. Becky.
Oh yeah. Her armor class is only 14.
Oh, that's right. It is super low. Yeah. All right. So 17 for her. She has 20 hit points left. The other two in the hallway are similarly not going to get their full round, basically, just since they're kind of still awakening here. Meaning, I'm just not going to give them their reaction and bonus action or specials, just regular attack for this round. I think is fair. But is going to immediately spin and Pogo try to swing at the back of your head, basically with its arm blade. You're not concentrating now, right? Since
nope, I am.
Animated fell off.
I'm not concentrating on anything.
Okay. All right, 21. I assume that'll hit.
That'll hit.
That is 12 damage from that one. Second attack, 12. I don't think that'll hit, right?
Hit.
All right, so 12 damage from the first one. This Titusian will just kind of awkwardly almost fall towards his team and try to swing at him. 16, Sako? I think you're at 13,
sorry.
right?
I was on mute. Yep, armor class 13.
All right, that's with your coelacanth. Yeah, your coelacanth is where you get that extra 3. Because I thought you had something else. Maybe it is a coelacanth cloak where you can do something to...
It's a coelacanth cloak. All ranged attacks against me are at a disadvantage, but it's not ranged attacks. Now, what I could do too is I could also use my reaction after getting hit for a 3 AC boost, but then that will put me at 16.
You'd still hit, yeah. Okay.
It'd still hit, yeah.
All right, so that was his first attack. This is his second. Let's see if that would be useful, just so that you're aware. Do you have that? All right, 14. So this one would hit unless you use your reaction to not make to harden the coelacanth.
Yeah, for that one I will use that reaction.
Okay. All right, so reaction spent. So you just take the damage from the first hit, which rolled really bad, so only 7 total damage.
Gotcha.
And that is it for them for the moment. I'll tell... I'm going to say that Norok, this is below your passive as far as from your primal instincts, feral instincts, whichever one it is that you're aware of nearby threats and so on. You hear the same kind of whirring that is from this guy. You hear that also coming from the other side of that door. So there's at least one more on the other side of that door in this room. Nissi, scrambling away from the... I fucking hate that the auto-rotate thing isn't working. Scrambling away from the awakened Titusians here, is going to rush behind Artemis. What can I do? Do you want me to do that? You deal with him and I'll deal with this? Fox?
Works.
You-
Oh my gosh, is this working?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I'll tell you that you tried at the very end of the last session when you got a natural 1 trying to pick the lock there. She'll have a better shot at trying to pick it if you guys care to, but I'm going to tell you guys how this will work. Just from Arteme attempting to pick it and seeing that it is a complicated lock. There's 5 separate pins that you happen to feel in there, Arteme, and each of them will take 20 total. Meaning if you rolled and you got like a 4, it would still need 16 more, so you'd need another roll that is 16 or higher, and it'll just keep adding cumulatively. There are 5 separate pins, each requiring that 20 or total, meaning that it'll take multiple rounds, obviously, for her or anybody else to be able to pick through this lock. If the person who's picking it gets moved at all, it resets. The whole thing gets reset, and the pins all fall back down, and has to be started back from 0 again. So if you care to get this thing open, it is a very complicated lock. And you would need to protect Nissy to prevent her from, or Arteme if she was going to pick it, to prevent them from being pushed or pulled, which again, those Tatusian can do just naturally. So keep that in mind. If you want her to pick those, I can have her doing that every round. She'll follow whatever orders you guys want to give her. She's obviously not any good in a fight, and she's not the best lock picker since you guys went with the cheap option. So just keep that in mind.
The guy that we were looking for wasn't that good in a fight either. He was like dead on a rock.
Well, you had he was the Grandmaster, but you had Nissy or Ashton was the other guy, and he had twice the benefit. He had 14, and she has a +7 for lockpicking skill, which is still good. Like 7 is still double proficiency, so it's still she still has good chances of getting through it. But what I mean is that every sleight of hand roll she rolls to pick against this lock, if she gets a 12, she'll still have to do one more that is an 8 or higher to get through the first pin, and then she has to reset. Each one starts with 0, so it'll be 20, 20, 20, 20 to 5 total pins to get through. And if she gets through them all, the lock will open, and you guys can presumably try to grab the thing before you teleport out. So just
remember, we don't need the thing. It's
need it, but if you could grab it, it would be great.
I mean, it'd be cool, but we don't need it. Higher chance of no one's dad getting murdered.
Yeah, weren't we told not to make it look like this is what we were after?
Well, so here's the problem. We already totally fucked that. Like, that's fucked.
Yeah,
now
you guys
have to come with what we got, and we're just gonna have to tell them.
For all they know, we came in to steal some shit and ended up down here, and now we're just trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah. The problem is all the information that they needed was all the way down in the basement where we were trapped into, and we figured we might as well get this thing. It might help you with your stuff too. And yeah, I think that's where we're at. So if we get it, cool. If not, we'll probably end up having to do a job for him or something to save your dad's life. Is my guess.
Yeah, the possibility of doing this silently without anybody being aware of that ship has sailed. So if you're gonna steal shit now,
I should have stole more shit, guys. What a bummer.
I was kind of thinking that too. Is it like, well, you guys literally, because you guys, I mean, your way in was that if there was anything awkward on the outside of the building and it got spotted, obviously they're going to investigate. If they investigate, obviously they're going to find that window. So as soon as the broken window was like, nobody tried to mend it. If you guys had just literally spent a few minutes, like maybe 2-3 minutes mending it. Maybe not. But even like if you had done, hang a curtain or something, you know what I mean? Like do something to try to not leave this obvious smashed window right there. Then maybe it could have gone,
put a piece of newspaper over it.
All I can say is the cops in this little ass town are way better than the cops in fucking Sacramento are. Jeez.
Well, let's put it this way too, though. This guy
2 hours, and they would have just hung out in the front yard.
for normal people, yes. But remember, this guy has a crazy amount of money, and that is more than enough money to pay for extra, eyes on his house from the constabulary. You know what I mean? So if you paid. I mean, we'll see how things go here. But I mean, if you guys do choose to steal shit now, I think you're already past the point at which that would particularly matter. If anything, this guy having this thing isn't necessarily great either. He doesn't seem particularly dangerous, but the object certainly is, especially with what you guys know about it.
Which is why I want to get it away from him.
Yeah, I mean, there's worse people that it could be in the hands of, certainly. Being in his hands, he's just using it for greed, which, I mean, that's not good, but it's not the worst thing either. But anyway, so do with that what you will. I just wanted to tell you guys that's how the lock essentially is going to function based on Arteme's knowledge of lockpicking and how complicated it was when she attempted to do so. So if you want Nissy to do that, it is her turn now, so we can start that if you're going to have her, trying to spend her turn. Okay. All right, then it will be at normal. It would also be disadvantaged actually for Artemis, so this is a little bit better at least. Well, it's still going to take one more round to get through it, but should it get a 19, so that could be worse. All right, what you doing, Holmes?
Can I still use my reaction to use retaliation?
Oh,
Against that?
yes.
I forgot to do it when we.
Yeah, I forgot to have you do it too. Go ahead.
Okay. So it would be the one still standing next to me. So.
And that was your reaction for the previous round, technically, so you actually have your reaction back now as well for this turn, because you're just starting this turn.
Wait, oh yeah, he's far away from me.
Is he? No, he's not. He's right around. He's straight up ahead of you.
Oh, is he? Okay,
Yeah.
I can't quite see him on the map. I think the light.
Do you have to be able to see him?
Then 30.
He's 15 feet away from you, so.
Oh yeah, no, he's golden.
Do you have to be able to see him?
Well, let's see here. Let's see if I. Well, I don't see him on the map. Is he like to the side of the door?
No, I mean, does the mechanic require you to be able to see them to reroll? He's right here. He's just directly to that.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me double check. Not possible. Bom, bom. For luck.
Hey, my new printer.
See within 30 feet. So I got to be able to see him. So I can't see him on the map. So if he's like around the corner, then
Yeah, he's just
Too
barely
bad,
out
Nora.
of view.
Yeah. Thank you, though.
But that was just your reaction from the previous round anyway, so go ahead with whatever you
Yeah.
want to do for this turn.
So I'm going to rage, of course.
The new Critical Role season is on Amazon. The animated series season 2.
I've already watched all
that
three
was
episodes.
fast. That was a fast drop from season 1 to season 2.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
what I thought too. I didn't finish season 1. I think I still have 1 or 2 episodes at the end of it to watch. And then, yeah, like this was the same thing I thought, is I didn't realize it was going to be out that fast. Frenzying.
Yep.
And Great Weapon Master.
Yep.
Going all out for this one, huh?
Yep. Better not roll another one. Okay. I think I'm ready to go.
Alright.
Oh, and I'll use reckless too. Advantage.
Jeez. Stacking up all that barbarian
Making
shit.
sure.
Yeah.
I haven't had a fight in a while.
Fox?
Don't forget, I think Nissy still has inspiration.
Oh, she does.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah.
So she's still. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys choose. Do you want her to have used it, which will automatically succeed the first tumbler, meaning she won't need a second round to go for the first pin there, or save it for another round where she rolls really badly? Because she got 19 out of the 20 needed, she'll still have to spend one more round unless she uses the inspiration now.
I think
we
it's
have-
okay.
We have 8 more rounds, so we should probably save it for when she's.
She rolls a 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, how did you just get an 11 on this? This is
I know, with advantage, dude.
Well, you have a -5 and a +5, so I mean it was just a bad roll, but
Alright. I'm assuming 11 doesn't hit.
nope.
Yeah.
These guys are slightly harder to hit than the ones upstairs were.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, won't hit either.
Alright,
And you
last
don't have
time.
any.
It's
Yeah,
cool,
you-
Norak. Our spells probably won't work very well against him either. So
Yeah, I know,
this is
huh?
fine. This is all fun.
Alright, last chance, because I did frenzy. So
Yep. You have your bonus action for it, yeah.
Oh man.
16, unfortunately, does not hit either. Their AC is an 18.
Wow.
I'll just tell you that. So that does not connect. You keep swinging at it, and these kind of sparkling black metal, it just keeps deflecting right off it. Not even so much as a scuff or a scrape on the metal.
alright, and that is actually I'm going to
Wait a minute.
Here,
Could
so
you
don't get
frenzy? Frenzy is a bonus action attack anyway, so you wouldn't have had that third, right? You can go for a frenzy when you rage.
Oh, no,
you do something
you're
for the
right.
duration of your rage. You can make it
'Cause I raged.
as a bonus action. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So you technically have your frenzy next round if you want to use it.
okay.
I mean, just keep that in mind, because yeah, you did rage this turn, which would have been your bonus action. All right. So keep that in mind too. The flanking could potentially be useful in this, and that you can get potentially a +2 if you have somebody else, trying to help you with it, because +2 can go pretty far on an AC 18. All right, that if your turn.
Yep.
All right, it is up to the hollering and shouts coming from the hallway of the relatively untrained city watch, or at least less so than the Juthrans, as they come clambering down the area here. Fox, what was the thing you were imposing disadvantage? I think on them spotting it, right? Isn't that how that was? They couldn't see it.
I think it's something about if they don't know it's there, they'll just walk into it. Like, it looks like normal terrain because they didn't see it. Like, they didn't see it be made, so I made it look like the stairs. So to them, it'll just literally look like the stairs.
Yeah, that's the part I was thinking of there. All right, any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast, make a Wisdom Perception check against your spell save. Okay, so they still walk into it, or still potentially would, but they can make a perception check against your spell save DC to see it as out as before entering it, which end result doesn't really matter. Yeah. Well, they still get the by the wording of that. They still get.
The question is, even if they see it, are they going to choose to keep?
Yeah, that's
going,
it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because maybe they'll just stop at the top and be like, "I don't want to go. Look at all the pointy things."
I'm going to say they have disadvantage at the very least for being not really looking at the ground as they're trying to rush in, and paying more attention, I guess, to their goal. So, 1 natural 1, and a pacifier. Why did I shouldn't have made these guys all with different stats. 18. What is your spell save DC?
I'm not sure where to find that.
13 on him.
Right underneath your armor class.
Spell DC 17.
Well, 3 of them fail and just stumble right into it. I'll say the pacifier it will take half damage for walking through it. The others are going to take full damage. So go ahead and roll it. The first one for the half damage.
Well, does the pacifier take half damage, or does it just see it that it knows it's there?
And he's still going to walk into it anyways. I'm just going to say that because he can see it, he's walking more carefully. Than
is that a thing that's part of the spell?
I think that's.
If they see it, they still take damage. They just can choose not to walk into it.
They can just choose not to walk into it. There's nothing about half damage.
Yeah, so they're still going to take full damage.
For the duration, when a creature moves into the area within, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Yeah, because the reason I know this
is
they're
only recognizing it as hazardous terrain, not Okay.
Victor fucked me with this once as the DM because he cast this and like all the dudes had low HP and were like up on tables and shit. And couldn't do anything. It's just because they saw it didn't mean it wasn't gonna hurt.
There is one. It's 2d4 for every 5 feet, and they're gonna have to just walk through it, they won't die. You know what? So at least then the Residor will walk through it because he'll take half damage from magic resistance. The Residors will, but the Avatar and the Pacifier will not. So they would probably step 5 feet and then stop. So go ahead and roll 2d4 twice. So roll 2d4 and then 2d4 again.
It's gonna be a total of 12d4 for 6 spots.
That's probably at least as far as they'll go. All right, so 4 damage and 3 damage to these two. We'll just start with the Avatar, and then 3 on the Pacifier. There we go. All right.
Only move 5 feet?
Well, the Avatar and the Pacifier are going to move 5 feet and then stop, realizing that they're, in...
So they take 2d4 damage for every 5 feet, so even if they move 5 feet, they still take 2...
Yeah, which is what you just rolled. That's what I just applied to them. But the Residors aren't going to stop. They're going to walk the full amount. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go ahead and call it 5. So it'll be 5. So roll 10d4.
And then I'm going to hit him with Toll the Dead as my...
So 27 to the first guy, and then roll 12d4 for the second guy. All right, 30 for the second guy.
And then for the first guy that came down, I need a saving throw, DC 18 Wisdom.
All right.
Just checking, Pogo. You're making a move into the room too, right?
Pogo?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be going to the room, but right now I was just holding my spell to cast the bottom of the stairs.
This was his reaction. Yeah. Fails.
So he fails that, and
he's already damaged, so he'll take the upper. He'll take the versatile. Shit.
8 into the first guy.
All right. He is in rough shape already.
Well, good thing we got these giant robots behind us to really back that guy up. So.
Yeah.
Although I'm not gonna lie, if you keep that grass up, it might keep most of the guards out because they're not super strong.
Part of the reason, by the way, that I don't want to have 50 different guys trying to come down the stairs and trying to run all of them so that you guys don't really get turns. You know what I mean? It just takes too long running that many NPCs. So at least with the pacifier, the avatar stopping there, obviously that is a warning to the City Watch from above. They have like between 8 and 15 hit points. They wouldn't survive walking through that. So
anything on the walkie-talkie?
Not well. You know what? Actually, if you're actually listening to it, well, you know what? At this point, you wouldn't hear anything. If you had been listening while you were in bypass, you potentially would have. But at least right at this moment, you're not hearing anything on it. Yeah. Obviously, there was some alert at that point that you were deaf at that point. So that is it for the Juthrans. At the moment, they don't have any. Hang on. Does he have anything ranged he can hit Pogo with? Oh, he does. Shit! I did not realize they had all these.
I still
cylinder.
I'm not saying it's like completely loud, but I still vote on showing all the difference.
I mean, you get your shot, so.
It's cool.
The thing is, these guys normally wouldn't be in a flat-out let's kill everybody response. These would be more of the imprisoning type, so I don't think he would hit with that necessarily at the start.
They're in to take prisoners, not kill. Hello, they set fire to a building with people in it.
Yeah, but that was
people?
yeah. There were extenuating circumstances there. They've been chasing her for a long time, so. But is going to shoot at Pogo.
Bring it.
With guiding bolt.
That'll hit.
25. All right, there's the damage. 16, and the other one is going to. He doesn't. Oh yeah, he does. Never mind. That's the same one. Oh shit! They fucking have freedom of movement. Maybe I should have noticed to use that. So that this is chalk that up to rust. They should have used freedom of movement to walk through the. Oh, hang on. Something important that I neglect. I'm not going to retcon here, but this guy's not going to get his action for this reason. Fox, this is something you should have remembered, but to be fair, again, all of us are probably pretty rusty at this point. The what's that, Fox?
What should I have remembered?
The spike growth is hazardous terrain.
Yes.
Meaning that they would have only had half their movement to get through it, unless they had something like freedom of movement. But which means that they would have needed to use their action to dash to get out of it, or stop halfway because they wouldn't have had as much movement. I forgot about that.
I just use it more for the. Well, I did read it out, but I don't use difficult terrain much, so I didn't remember that it was like.
Yeah. Oh, good. I forgot too. So we'll just leave it. The second guy just won't get his action. Well, I think that's fair. Shit, but then that means that Pogo took damage for no reason. Pogo, go ahead and reverse that damage. They didn't get any spells when they got to the base of the stairs. They basically rushed their way through it. Pogo, is your turn.
Hold on, what was that last damage? 16? So.
16, yeah.
Okay,
Gotta be
since
fair
I
about
was saving my... that counts as my action, so I just used that as my readied action, right?
That was your reaction and action from the previous turn, but it is now your turn now. So you have you get your reaction back at the start of your turn. So you have it.
Can I get an action also, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, you got everything now.
The automatons right next to me. They're both awake and alive. I am going to.
Norok was preparing to bar that door, but he has moved away from it.
Yeah. Appreciate you not barring it yet.
Just leave Nazim and Pogo out.
Hey. Oh no, I won't be out.
Well, I'm still out here too. Let's see.
Pretty sure they will be locked on next turn. We'll do our thing.
I'm actually going to stay within attack range of these two guys, but right outside of Nazim's. I'm going to move here.
You're not rushing into the room?
Well, I am going to use Thunder Step to damage these two guys.
Okay. You're trying to keep Nazim outside of the radius, I assume?
Yeah. So this is only right around this. It's just 5 feet right around it.
Yep.
So it should just hit just these two.
Okay.
Nice.
And I can see into the room now, and I'm going to Thunder Step up to 60 feet. Let me go ahead and cast this first. They have an 18 con save.
Okay.
Let's see it.
One fails, second one succeeds.
Okay, so it'll take half damage if the one succeeds. Lame.
That is a shit roll.
And I am now all the way up here at the top.
Okay.
So that is my action.
Oh, wait, hang on. He took
By the way,
one
I don't want to be
took
Debbie Downer, but do they actually even take that because they're made of the magic shit? Like, does it do
Yeah,
anything?
they still do. No, they still do. But we'll get to those. We'll get to what their
Okay.
protections are. But yeah, they still take normal damage and everything from magical attacks. Actually, they should have had advantage on the saves, and I forgot to roll that. But I'm not going to revert it, so I'll just remember for the next one. But one thing you do notice when you jump out, though, is... Actually, you may not. You probably wouldn't have seen this, but Nazim, you do. Let's see, when the frame is damaged, some of its energy towards self-defense, repair instead of offense. After receiving any amount of damage, the Tusion will be unable to utilize its gravity well or whirling blades at the start of it, or on its next turn. That's it right there. So, well, you guys haven't seen this yet because nobody started their turn next to one. Pogo actually did. Shit, Pogo should have taken. Jeez, there's too many of these and I keep forgetting. It's just been too long. I'll have to
so
get back in
crazy
there.
when you get higher levels and the amount of shit as a DM you gotta try to fucking pay attention to because it just gets so complicated.
8. That was supposed to be 4d8, not 1d8. So I roll 3d8.
What were these?
This is the damage that you took next to the Tutusion, so it was 15 total damage. When you started your turn next to this Tutusion behind you, it has arms and legs and torso just covered in whirling blades. You take some slashing damage just from starting your turn next to him.
So basically, just being next to them hurts you.
Yep, within 5 feet. Yeah, starting your turn within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
We're gonna need to bar that door and just survive in this room.
But
and then,
well, real quick, just so that this is pointed out, I need to find a way to mark these guys for that. But anytime they're damaged in the previous round, they can't use gravity well or whirling blades on their next turn.
oh, even if it's just a little bit.
Even if it's one, even if it's a single hit point of damage, it's in the preserve the species is the text for it in the chat there if you want to read it. But basically, any damage to them at all, they can't use gravity well, which is the thing that they use to push or pull enemies, and they don't have the whirling blades on their next turn.
Alright. I'm going to then pull out as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my little jar of blood that I've been carrying around with me.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and fucking toss that thing down to the hallway where I can see by these, or actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and toss it in the opposite corner, kind of lob it into this back left corner area.
Okay.
And
Where are you?
Grasping Vine.
I can't see. Where'd you go?
I'm like right behind the cage. Like,
Oh, shit, all the way up there.
cage.
Jeez,
Yeah,
all right.
I'm fucking like up in a corner,
Okay.
like a little mouse.
You booked it.
Let's see. 30 feet. Let's see how far is that? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it. Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't have a. Let me just put it. Basically, it is right behind Nissy, and there's a giant grasping vine.
Okay.
And then
What is it?
I'm gonna.
Or
Basically, it is going to, as my bonus action, it is going to try to lash out at the automaton, at the whatchamacallit,
the one that's to the south? The one not next to
the
Nora?
Tugen, to the west to
Okay.
try to pull it towards and you know what? It actually doesn't do any damage, does it? I thought it did.
It just pulls them. Yeah.
You know what? I think, can I retcon that? Can I change my mind on this?
Yeah.
But Pogo would know better what this shit does. Justin is just a little foggy.
Sure.
All right. In that case, I am going to cast Spiritual Banjo instead as my. Oh, I don't think second level spots. He's a third. Yeah, I'm gonna use it on third level spot.
Okay.
And he's going to be just right next to probably the one that's by Norok.
All right.
You want to grab him there, and he's going to go ahead and attack the one in front. Not going to do it.
14 will die. Well, it would be a 16 because Norok is on the other side. If you try to get him diametrically opposed, no matter what he's picking.
Still out of there.
Yep.
But okay, and that is my turn.
All right. That will bring us to Arteme. What you doing, Fox?
Is everybody almost in?
Nazim is still just on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I'll be into the next turn. No problem. I'll take care of that.
If you're talking to us, G, you're muted.
No, sorry, he's talking to the dog. We're just being a jerk.
Oh.
Get on the bed.
It doesn't have a.
What?
Okay, a point within range. All it says. Okay. So, how do I check the range thing again? Or line of sight?
So if you have on the top left, the little toolbar up there, make sure you have the silhouette of a person that says token controls,
Yeah.
and then you'll see a ruler there. Click on the ruler, and then click and drag. There you go. You would start on yourself. Well, I guess technically you'd start at the edge of yours, but so you'd have 5 more feet than what you thought right there.
Technically seated here, right?
You can see all the way to where the Juthrins are coming down the stairs.
Oh, perfect. Do you want ice or fire? A legit question. Do we want ice or fire?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's up to you.
I don't think I care.
Fox doesn't usually break out the big guns, so this sounds like something serious here.
I'm gonna do ice storm.
Okay. That will drop that is concentration,
Nope,
isn't it?
nope. I have 2 concentrations thanks to.
Oh
my-
shit, you do. Go ahead and click the place measure template and drop that wherever you want it to be.
I'm just trying to make sure. There we go. Okay, so I have the Juthrins and the Teleju into it.
Okay.
Properly.
All right. Tutusion, yeah. They each need to make DC 17s. That it would be there's enough room for it to be 1 square north, so that it would catch both. But that's it doesn't need to move the template. That's fine.
I tried to put it like to where they're both in it, but it
Yeah.
was kind of weird.
There's enough space
They're
to
all
the south
in
of
it.
them that it would have. Yeah, exactly. There's enough space to the south of them that you could have. If you'd done it 1 square north, they would all be in it. So we'll just say that that's where it is. It's fine.
That's what I tried to do, but I see them all in it on my screen.
Uh,
I tried to make sure Nazim
yeah, it
wasn't
doesn't
in it.
All good.
I made it put it a bit farther
Damn it.
without getting Nazim, but it was tricky.
1 success. Oh shit! Those would have been with advantage. Hang on. So the first one succeeded anyways. I'm going to re-roll the second one because he would have advantage. Same with the reservoirs actually. You guys that are down here are all pretty heavily magically resistant. But second Tutusion fails. Both these guys roll with advantage as well.
Ooh, fail.
Both Residors... No, sorry. The second Residor succeeds. So 1 Tutusion and 1 Residor succeeded. The other 2 take full damage or whatever the effect is there.
Good damage.
Okay, so each
So they
creature
take
in the program
2d8.
must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d 4d6 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on successful ones. So either way, they take damage.
They take the full 2d8 first. Everybody takes the full 2d8, so go ahead and roll that first. Alright, so each of them take 5. Not a lot, but still something. And then go ahead and roll the second one. Go ahead and roll the amount of damage on it, and then I'll just apply the half to the 2 that succeeded. Was it 46? I thought it was 48. Hang on. No, you're right, 46. Okay. Alright, so 13 on the 2 that failed.
Not bad.
That is him and him. Oh, shit. One of the Residors is in real bad shape already. And then it'll be 7 to the 2 that succeeded.
People who use magic and persecute other people with magic are not very nice. I'm not holding back on that shit.
All right, but they are a religious organization. You can certainly expect a significant amount of hypocrisy by that alone.
It's extremely true.
All right, that it for your turn? Bonus actions, anything else? Movement?
I don't really have many bonus actions. Does anybody need healing?
I'm just trying to do some damage to the dudes.
Yeah, keep in mind any round that those Titusian take even a single point of damage does prevent them from...
Neither of the ones in this room have taken damage. The
Correct.
2 outside the room have both taken damage.
Yep, and that's a big deal because... So what I was clarifying there about those Titusians, if that Gravity Well... The Whirling Blade sucks too, but that isn't a ton of damage. But the Gravity Well, if they can get that off, they can do that every single turn, which means pushing Sarah out of the circle, which screws that up and makes us take longer, meaning you won't escape, potentially. Or if it bumps Nissi, like, at all, if she gets hit with Gravity Well, like, at all, she has to start over the entire lock sequence. So, you know...
Okay. I don't really have much. Like, I could do magic stones and kind of... I think I would take a...
Even if it does 1 damage, if it hits, that fucks up their next turn to attack.
But Magic Stone specifically, that's the bonus action is just to create the stones. It doesn't actually do anything. You still have to use your action to throw them.
Okay.
I'm gonna be wailing it with my banjo over here.
I don't really have... Actually, But I'm just...
It's fine if not. I mean, Shan's going to try to bite this one now. What's that?
If I use the Halo Stars, if I call them out, can I use them right away?
Click it? I don't remember. It's been a while. Let's see. Spending a bonus action to activate. As part of this bonus action, you can send one of the motes streaking towards a creature or object you can see within 120 feet. So yes.
Perfect.
And that is a bonus action.
Alright, so I'll use that.
Okay. So go ahead and... who are you trying to shoot it at? Which one?
The one in the off, I guess, because Shan should be able to attack the other one.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and make the attack roll. It is an 18 you're trying to beat. 16 will not... he is flanked, so it is an 18. Never mind. So it will hit. Go ahead and hit the damage.
Yes!
Damage is 4d8 radiant. Alright, 24. Alright, so he is damaged, meaning he will not be able to Gravity Well. And he doesn't have Whirling Blades, which means Ben won't get hit by that in the next turn either.
That's what I was hoping.
Alright, yeah, the other one, that was the other thing too, is you could have chosen the one that Shan is in front of, but Ben would still take the Whirling Blades if it worked that way. Alright, are you going to move or staying where you're at?
I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Alright, that brings us to Shan.
Okay. She's just gonna bite, so here we go.
Alright. Aiming for an 18.
Come on.
Hey, alright.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Damage.
And she can try to... DC 13 is going to be tough, but she...
We'll try.
Alright, it's still... Now all 4 of them are deactivated for this turn.
Oh.
Just for those specials. DC 13.
But at the same time, I'm guessing they heal each turn too?
You haven't seen it yet. You did have an idea, I think, from the previous fight, because one of them tried to do it, and then you killed it in the same round, so it didn't get to successfully pull it off when you guys were upstairs. But these guys have a more powerful version of it anyway, so you guys will get a chance to see here in a minute.
We don't have to kill him. We just have to stay alive long enough to get out of here.
I would say that is an important point. If you want to try, by all means, but it's going to be difficult. They have a shit ton of hit points each, and there's right now 4 of them that you guys are threatened by, potentially more with that other room.
Well, can't we also warp them into another fucking thing?
Well, they have advantage against it, but you can try. Yeah, the banish that you guys used on the other one. Yeah.
Nope. That's just once a day.
Oh, just once a day. All right, cool.
Cool. The amulet of expel, whatever that thing.
Yep.
All right. So we're up to Nazine.
All right. I know, Norok, you were about to bar these doors. What were you going to bar them with? Is the 2x4 on the door itself? We just got to flip it down?
It was right over here somewhere, wasn't it, Holmes?
Yeah, it's on the right side of the door. So basically, wherever the banjo is.
All right.
So pretty much, I can walk in a room and bar the doors. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah, the last
It's
one.
an item interaction is a free action, anyways. It's not a big heavy. You don't have to pick it up off the floor. It's basically a big bar on a hinge, basically.
Easy
so you just
peasy.
close the door and drop it.
So I'll go ahead and step in the doorway and shut these doors. I'll bar the doors so that way they can't come in.
Well, I mean, what are the doors made of?
Yeah, they're going to break the doors right down, but you might buy a round or two. So
That's
you'll
all
have
we
some
really
time
need.
at the very least. Yeah.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I can't move anything in here unless one of those things dies because I can't animate. There's nothing there. That's like my most powerful spell.
It's almost like there's a DM aware of your guys' abilities.
I mean, why not animate the cage?
Want to
Animate
what,
the.
Bugs?
Try to animate the cage, but then I remember the steel it's made of. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought about. You know what's funny? Definitely thought about it, but yeah, I can't.
No, that would be particularly deadly, swinging that friggin' cage around. A few thousand
Well,
pounds
just
of
place it in front of the door.
Yeah, really. There you go.
Asking the group here, we currently have these two Tetchizens in here. Tetusians in here. How concerned are we of the other two, plus all of the rushing friends coming down that hallway? Are we very aware of that and very upset about this? Because I can make this stop.
What do you mean you can make it stop?
In other words, do you want to deal with these two Tetusians in here, and that be it? Or
That would be ideal.
Yeah,
Copy
we
that.
used to do that.
and we have our circle. We have 8 more rounds for that, or 7 more rounds, right?
8 more rounds.
8.
Eight more
It'll be
rounds.
7 after your turn.
Gotcha. So we still got some time to dance with these fools. Okay. So standing at these doors, the bars on it. I will now cast a wall of force across the 2 doors here.
Okay. Is your staff fully charged?
I'm going to use 6 charges out of my staff, which will drop me down to 4 charges. Boom. And I will just bar these doors. I'll put 10 feet across, blocking the doorways. So now we are now trapped in here with them. So we got to get that circle going.
I mean, we were trapped in here with them regardless.
And we still don't know what's in that other door either.
I'm
Oh, there's
clicking
another
that.
door.
There is
Shit.
another door, yeah.
Forgot about that one.
So
Right in front of the door, Sako? Just blocking the door?
pretty much, yeah. So when they do smash these doors in, they're going to be hit with an immovable wall.
Well, they won't even be able to get in that far anyways. I mean,
Yeah.
the wall will... I just clicked it for you. It's in the chat there. An invisible wall of force springs into existence at a point you choose within range. We're just going to say that it's the other side of the doors as you're closing them. The wall appears in any orientation you choose. So we're just going to say that it's a flat, 10 feet blocking the doorway so that it can't, so it's no way to get through the door, essentially. Kind of like you did with the white frost that feeds. Remember when you guys were blocking that door to keep it from being able to snap you through the doors?
Yeah.
From the dragon. It can be free-floating or resting solid surface. 10 feet, each panel must be contiguous to another panel. That's fine.
Yep, side by side.
It is immune to all damage. It can't be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall. Cool. Yep. All right. So that's solid. So they have no way to get through that. That is about as impermeable as it can get.
Great job, Sako.
Now we still got to deal with these 2 Tetusians in here and keep that spell being cast. I
you
have
gotta make sure you
exhausted
don't
my
get
movement and exhausted my actions, so I think I'm done for the turn now.
Was that Becky or Fox? I heard somebody.
Sorry. I do believe that the ice storm would still be going because it is concentration. I haven't lost it.
Yeah, it is persistent.
The point, so it's still persistent. Yes.
Okay, but are you saying you're canceling it, or are you leaving it up?
No, I'm leaving it up.
Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. So it is still there unless you chose to drop it. So. All right.
She's making a point over there.
I like that if they try to walk back through the grass stuff too, they'll die.
They probably, well, the Residors you guys injured them enough that, I don't think they would survive if they tried to walk out right now. Where is that effect? I'm trying to fix that because I have it on the wrong spot, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just do that. No, that won't do it either. That's fine. I'll find it afterwards. Fix your thing because I moved it out of the way so I could find that. There we go. All right. That is the ice storm still on them. All right, that is it for Nazim's turn. Then that brings us to a shout, almost angry battle cry shout from the door to the side, and rushing out of the door is a man wielding a great sword that is rushing just right towards Sarah. You wouldn't actually, Sarah, you would. You and Artemis would both recognize this as the commander of the house guard. Nils, as you know his name to be, is going to swing 3 times at Sarah with his sword.
Wait, did we put Sleepy down in tea? Or
Shield.
Or whatever?
Did you what?
Fuck. It's not gonna matter.
Did you what, Fox?
Oh, I thought we had put like sleepy potion in their drink.
You didn't see this guy at any point, so you would have been able to.
Oh,
you saw
okay,
one of
one
his
guy.
sons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think you had talked
okay,
about it for
okay.
one of his sons, but I don't think anybody actually did that. But either way, it's not him. This is Nils. This is the father. So is that only one, Becky? Because you have your shadow skin up, right? Which is what, 16 or something?
Yeah, which, hang on, let me see something. There was something I could do with the shadow skin. Hang on. What was it? Oh shit, I only have one. Okay. I'm just gonna take it.
Okay. It's only one that's going to hit you then, really, right? Because the 13 will fail? All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's not that much damage anyways. He just relies on hitting frequently. 6. All right, Sako. But you're not concentrating anything, are you? No, you're just doing the... Okay, yeah, so you're just drawing the... Yeah, I don't think you have... At least I don't have anything of you. No marker that you're concentrating on anything. Drawing the circle doesn't require it, so... 6 damage. That's it. It is now your turn.
Okay, now I had a question. So, as far as not being able to move outside of the spell's range, or the circle's range, does that also include my chronal inversion? If I get back before the start of my next turn?
No, as long as you end your turn in the circle, you're good. So you can move out of it, you can do whatever you want, as long as you end your turn inside. Well, either you or Pogo needs to... Whoever's spending the action, I guess is how I should put that. So if you're spending your action drawing, then you need to end your turn inside the circle, or Pogo for that matter.
Okay, because I wouldn't be... So the way my chronal... Here, let me click on it.
Yeah, I don't need to see it again.
Without consuming it. Here we go. So this is... So I would use my action to do the circle, and then use this as my bonus and get the fuck out. And then as long as I pop back, use my reaction before the start of my next turn, I'd be right back where I was.
No, that wouldn't work.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're the reason that I'm saying you need to end your turn there is because during that 6 seconds you're supposed to be drawing, and if your shadow is the one there, the semi-translucent arcane image is left behind. It's not drawing for you. Know what I mean?
Yeah, that was my question. So I just want to make sure.
Yep. Sorry.
I don't have jack shit, but I can do it.
You gotta have some bonus actions. You're fucking level 14 already.
No, my bonus actions are Chronal Inversion, Shadow Knife, which I can only bring it out as a bonus action, and Misty Step, which doesn't help me because I gotta be here.
I mean, Shadow Knife, you can bring it out and then use it next turn. I don't know.
Not if I use my action to do the circle.
Oh, you still wouldn't be able to throw it. That's right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I'll just...
Straight off of Pogo.
Yeah,
call Pogo over.
I'm just gonna look at Pogo and be like, you want to do this? You want to? Next turn. This is all yours.
Want to, but I will!
There's a lot of sharp things in that direction. That's why Pogo's hiding behind the cage.
Yeah, I'll just I'll just sit here.
All right. So you were continuing to draw with your action. No bonus actions or movement then?
You know what? My shield will last until the start of my next turn, so I'm just going to pop up shield anyways. Or
Okay.
no, that's a reaction. Never
It is a
mind.
reaction, yeah. Well, I mean, Nils swung at you, so if you want it to be up, that's fine. You can use that as the reaction to have casted it, but, I mean, you don't necessarily need to.
No, because if I want to... I'm trying to save my reaction for something else.
Sure.
If I need it, so...
All right.
yeah, that'll be it then.
And that'll bring us to the Tutusians. You hear a clambering of metal as another of these massive golems comes running out of the room behind Nils. Is going to corner Norok. He has been awakened already, and he does have his whirling blade, so keep that in mind. This is the only one that is at the moment has not been injured. But is actually, as he comes out, is going to turn in Norok's direction and shoot him with a spear. 23. What was that, Becky?
You should have had disadvantage.
What
Because I have my boots on. And I just went through the...
He's shooting at Ben.
No.
He's shooting at Norok.
No, the dude that hit me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, then in that case, let me roll his other attack, the one that he got a 23 on. I'll roll that again. And if this doesn't hit, you can get your health back. Yep, a natural 1. All right, so go ahead and reapply your health from that. The damage from it was 13?
What?
No, sorry, 6. It was 6. It was a 1 plus 5. So. All right, Ben, 23 hits, right?
Yeah.
All right, so from the spear, 7 damage, and I believe you're knocked prone. 1 target, piercing damage, and the target is knocked prone. And it is then going to use its gravity well. I think. Let's see. Oh, well, actually, hang on. It's splitting the action up a little bit, but still. It's just multi-attack anyways, that's fine. Never mind, he's not going to use gravity well. He's going to use... He still gets that one, even if he's injured. Yeah, he'll use that. All right. Consume recharge. It will be... he doesn't have a great shot at this. It's going to have to be... Because he can't shoot at Nils. It's a big cone that if he shot from here, he would end up hitting Nils, which would be Sarah, Artemis, and Missy. Pogo is a single target who he hasn't seen yet, and he can't get both Nazim and Norok, so it's just going to be Nazim. Like that. So DC 18, deck save, Sako.
Deck save coming up.
If you target yourself, or just click on yourself, and then click the button in the chat, it'll do it for you automatically. That's a fail, and it is...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. 26 damage.
Damn.
And then he will close the rest of the distance.
Take that too.
81.
He couldn't get a 30, so I was using the cone. Yeah,
Got
it was a 30-foot cone, and he couldn't get any... Basically, ideally, he would have gone after Sarah, Artemis, and Missy, but to shoot them, he would have had to shoot at Nils also.
Does that hit Shan?
Yeah, sorry, it would have hit Shan. Oh, sorry, did you say Shan, Sako? Or, Justin? Sorry. Yeah, it would have hit Shan as well, so she needs to roll her save too.
Fuck. You said deck save?
Yeah. It's a DC 18.
It's gonna be bad.
She
Oh,
failed,
that's
so
so
it's
bad.
26 damage, and she had 20 left, so Shan, oops, she's gone.
Yep.
And Sako, it's not a DC 13. Hang on, it is. It's a half damage or 10. Yeah, so it is. So click on yourself, Sako. And then click on that button that says saving throw DC 13 Constitution for keeping Wall of... hang on. Never mind. You don't have Wall of Force up. Your staff does. Never mind.
Yes,
so
staff.
you can actually ignore that. That's huge, because if that wall
Yeah, I
went
thought
down,
he
they
was about
wouldn't...
to lose. I thought we were about
Yeah.
to lose.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
rarely use that staff because it takes so damn long to charge. But
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point, if we have now 5 of these in the room, that's a wrap.
So that's a big deal, because they would definitely be able to break through the bar probably within a couple of rounds. So them not being able to is huge. Then he is going to, the one that shot you with the spear, knocked you prone, is going to close the distance and then swing at you with his arm blade. For 17, that will not hit, right?
No.
All right. You started next to him, but his whirling blades are off and he can't gravity. So he's going to this one, the one that's directly in front of you, is going to swing at you twice there as well. And nobody is injured to that point yet, so that's not a concern. And he can't shrapnel blast yet. So that's it. Yeah, he's just going to swing at you. Oops. If I can find the right button. 12 will not hit, and 23 will. So half damage, Ben. 8 damage from him. The one behind Nazim is going to... actually, he can, without hitting Nils, he is going to... shit, no, because he would end up hitting the other two. He is going to, ignoring Nazim, step here and shrapnel blast. Rattling against the cage, but aiming for Nissi and Arteme and possibly Pogo. I think Pogo, you're going to have advantage on the save because you're behind the cage. So you may get small bits of it, but I think you'll probably at least be able to likely succeed and end up with half. For its, DC 18. Here, I'll pop it up. I think he can get all of you. Yeah, he can.
Can I use my reaction to after this to try to do it?
Yeah.
Because I would have it back, right? Since
Yep.
the new round. Okay.
Yep. So Nissi and Arteme and Pogo. Pogo with advantage. No.
So what are we rolling for?
DC 18 deck save. If you just have yourself targeted, then clicked on the little square, and then click that DC 18 in there. Nissi succeeds.
I would like to use my reaction, and I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke as I point my finger at this fucking asshole that's casting this spell.
Sure. So 31 damage for once we get Foxes here too.
Wait, was it dex save?
Yeah. All right, so 31 damage to Fox and Pogo, or to Arteme and Pogo. Nissi takes half. There. Arteme, you would have a concentration check against the Ice Storm, because that went up most recently. So you just need to beat a 10. So roll a con save.
Wait.
Go ahead. You can give her a
I don't have a
reaction.
reaction. I don't have a reaction because I just used it.
Oh, you just used it for Hellish Rebuke. That's right.
Hellish
All
Rebuke.
right. He needs to make his. All right. So
No, let me double check and make sure that's a reaction. I'm almost positive it is, but let me
it sounds right.
I'll bring it up here.
Ben, we'll have you
Yeah,
run yours here
reaction.
in just a second.
Oh,
Okay.
I use my reaction.
So Fox, your Ice Storm falls off, but the door is thankfully locked already. So as far as the security, you're still covered there. They're still kind of stuck because they can't really walk out. Pogo, he did fail his deck save, or his save for Hellish Rebuke, so 8 damage.
But at least he
Right.
took some damage, so he's fucked up for his next round, I'm hoping.
Yep. So he will not be able to use it on his next turn. So far, the others will reset, though. They'll need...
Finally!
All right, 28 will hit G.
Sweet.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just want to murder the little leprechaun in the middle of the round.
He's a normal-sized dude. It's just that you guys are, around with these giant automata and Norok. So, all right, 15 damage. Who were you? Was it the guy in the north, right? The one that had not been injured yet.
No, I think the other one hit me, right? Because the guy on the north, I think, missed when he tried to melee hit me.
Okay.
So I think it was the one to
Sounds
the
right.
one in front of
The
me.
one directly left of you.
To the left of me, yeah.
All right. 15 damage to him, and he is also now focused on defense instead of offense. All right.
I'm gonna also yell to Norak, get to the side by the wall! Oh wait, no, never mind, because I don't want you to have to get attacked. Never mind, get it.
All right. That is it for the moment. Yeah, that's... I guess he already moved too much. Yeah, that's it for the moment. All right, back to Nissi. Nissi will make her attempt to pick the lock here. She only needs one more, so this is kind of an automatic success to finish this first pin. Which she got a 1, but it's still all she needed. It's not. We're not using regular.
Nice.
It's not natural 1. She only needed 1, so it's
okay.
still okay there. So she's on to the second pin, and it is your turn, G.
Okay. Let's hope we can actually hit this time.
Oh shit! Sorry. You started your turn next to the Titusian that is had not been injured yet, so you do take that, which isn't huge, but it is something. That's supposed to be 48. Hang on, I'll fix that. But /R. Here, I'll just reroll the whole thing. 15 damage, so 7 damage, Holmes. Sorry, 8, not 7. And go ahead and take your turn.
All right. And I'll use Reckless again and Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Which one are you swinging at?
The
Mark,
one.
did you already used the thing that I gave you from the last game? I feel like you did, but
What thing?
inspiration. He had inspiration, but I might have already used it.
I don't think I.
It only lasts for 1 minute, anyways, right?
Oh,
Did you do
okay.
it?
I think it's 10
Yeah.
minutes. But I'll
Is it 10
double check.
minutes? 10 minutes would cover almost the entire. Well, not quite. It'd cover at least as long as when you guys were in the room doing the bypass.
Okay.
21 will hit though. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Shit. 27. Which one was that to? Holmes?
The one to the left of me.
Oh,
Oh no, because the other one hasn't been hit yet, has he?
correct. He's
Then
not
I'm
been
going to
injured
whack
yet,
the
so he
one to the
will.
north of me then.
Okay. All right. So he will not be able to do whirling blades or gravity well.
10 minutes. It lasts. It would be
Okay.
like. I'll be right back.
So,
Sure.
would I still
Alright.
have that? Was that
Yeah, you would.
within 10 minutes of game time?
Yep.
Okay. Sweet. Then I'll make my second attack then.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
That'll hit. Which also means all of this was with your Sword of Stolen Hour, so the ruby in the hilt lights up and begins to beat.
Sweet.
All right, another good hit. Was that same guy or the other guy?
Yeah, I'm going to concentrate on the same one for now, because the other one has been hit too, so both of these guys don't have their attacks, right? Okay. Then I'm going to concentrate on the other one to the north.
All right.
And I got 2 more.
Oh, hang on. It is going to use a reaction from that attack that you just hit him with.
Yep.
It is not a huge deal for you at the moment, but it is... No, not that one. Although you would know that he has that. It is going to absorb some of the incoming energy of a spell, range, or melee attack of non-mundane damage type. Your weapon is a magical weapon, so it would still count. It's not regular physical. Stores your absorbed energy, reduce the damage of incoming, so it would be 10. So he doesn't heal 4, but took 10 less damage from that hit, and then we'll do 2d6 plus 6 on its next attack.
Okay.
It's way more complicated than it needs to be. Especially when you're running multiple. All right, 18, that will also hit. You're using the hasted attack from the sword, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I'll finish off with my frenzied attack. Oops.
16. All right, same guy.
Yeah.
All right. And last one. That'll do. You roll the damage.
Yeah.
All right, 14. And with that last swing of you just hacking away at this thing, trying to find perches as best you can, you find what's what I'm looking for, like a beam, I guess, in the elbow, and just keep swinging it away at this arm where the arm blade is sticking out of. With the last hack, as it cleaves into it, you see the metallic sheen over this creature begin to bend the light around it, and it begins to fade away, and it is no longer visible.
That's okay. And that is it for me.
Okay. That brings us to the Juthrins. Arteme, over the Rocky Talkie, you hear them shouting back and forth. They've got us trapped down here. We can't get out. See if you can do something about those stairs. They put something on the stairs. And that'll bring us to Pogo.
All right. I like that we home alone to them.
A little bit. You just need some swinging paint cans now.
So did I just see the entire metallic creature disappear, or just the thing inside of it? The entire thing just disappeared.
The whole thing disappeared. In fact, actually, you guys should know how that. Well, I mean, you guys need to see it anyway. So, which one is that? I've been watching
the room, and I've seen both of them.
Only one of them went invisible.
Okay, so I would think it's actually gone. I wouldn't be smart enough, probably. Nothing in Pogo's previous adventures.
No, but the thing is, you're level 14 already, so you would have a certain amount of kind of a passive arcane resonance, like being aware of whether this was a magical effect or not. And he didn't teleport. It wasn't like he looks. It looks like he went invisible. Is what I'm saying. Not teleported. He's not gone.
I do use invisibility a lot. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, it's not a magical effect so much as it is a mechanical one. It's more like bending light than it is arcane cloak. But specifically, just the players can know this, although the characters don't necessarily. When they're invisible, they heal.
Cool. All right. I'm going to move down into the circle. Maybe go left. Oh, because I'm not actually on the right thing. Not bad.
Didn't have yourself selected. Does it not let you move?
Spot. Nah, I was just trying to decide. I can technically go where Sarah is, but not. All right. I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to. Now, here's the thing. She's still working on the circle. So I don't have to work on the circle right now, right?
Correct, but okay, I'm just going to say that you two can communicate, between the two of you, but she won't get to use her next action either unless you take over now. Does that make sense? You guys can switch back and forth, but on her next turn, if she's also not drawing it, then it doesn't progress any further.
Need one turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my spiritual banjo.
Okay.
Go ahead and attack the guy that kind of looks like a leprechaun. That was my bonus action. Moment.
His AC. Oh shit! Did not realize it was that high. Well,
25.
Still hits. All right,
Suck it.
Still hits.
For a total of 8 damage.
Hey, it's not nothing.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and I will use my action to continue drawing this because honestly, I'm running a little low. So I'm gonna use my action to continue drawing this circle, and that will be my. And it doesn't cost. Does it cost me a spell slot as well?
No, if she's already invested the spell slot, that's all that's needed. You just have to finish drawing it to draw out the runes of the teleportation.
All right, cool. So that is my. That is it. That's it for my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to Arteme.
We're almost halfway there with the spell slot guy or the circle.
Yeah, this will be this is round 3, so you have 7 rounds to go.
Alright, let's go with Moonbeam.
What level spell is that?
To do it as a level 3, so I don't have any level 2 spells left.
Okay, if I used my 5th for my reaction, because technically I'm supposed to use the level above it, but I don't have a 4th level, would that bump it up 2 then instead of 1?
Click it. You're talking about the empower.
Yeah.
Click it.
Reactive challenge. That one.
Let's see.
The very bottom of the example. It says if they cast like 3rd,
You can spend a
a
reaction.
Fifth.
So since if she's trying to cast, even though she's using a 3rd level spell to power it, it's still only a 2nd level spell that she's casting. So She's not upcasting. She's just using a high. Does that make sense? She's not actually upcasting it for power.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increased by 1d10 for each slot.
Never mind. Sorry, I thought you were only using a 3rd level specifically because you didn't have any 2nd level left. What spell is it you're trying to get?
2nd level spells, but I'm going to be upcasting it to level 3 anyway.
Sure. Okay. So in that case, then, if you are getting the benefit of upcasting, then it would count as a 3rd level, and then Becky, you would need to use 4th or higher, obviously, to empower.
Well, I don't have 4, so I have 5th. So would that bump it up to a 6 then?
I mean, the spell slot that you use is what is the factor here. So yeah, it would give the additional benefits of however many extra levels you're empowering it with.
Great. So then I'm using my 5th level. You get a 6th level thing.
So that you would cast the spell as if it was 6th level. Fox.
Yes.
Fucking go! Let's do this shit. Let's blow up this room.
Yeah, you guys are pulling out all the cool abilities now. Obviously, you're not doing it particularly quiet anymore, but really not so much of an issue after the window was already broken and all that stuff. So, where are you dropping it?
Would this hit to Jerusalem?
The Chatusian?
Yeah, the Chatusian.
Well, I can't see where here is until you drop something, so.
Oh, crap, okay. Because I'm trying not to drop it on Norlock, but I'm trying to drop it, like, on enemy.
Yeah, that'll cover both of them. They're both half in the square, that's fine. Ben is just outside of it, we'll say that, you know,
that's what I was trying to
arrange it. Yeah. So you lost concentration from the Ice Storm, you still have Spike Growth up, and now you're using the one that was Ice Storm for Moonbeam now, right? Okay. Alright, so both of them have to make their... oh, I see. Are you trying to prevent invisibility? Is that your purpose here?
Not necessarily. I'm just trying to damage them so they can't, like, do the damage.
Okay. Alright.
But if it's a bonus that prevents invisibility...
I think it's shapeshifting, not invisibility, but it was something like that, so...
invisibility, yes.
Okay, alright. But you do... I think you also have Fairy Fire that does prevent invisibility, so keep that in mind too.
I don't think I have that prepared, which is...
Oh. Gotcha.
Because I took Locate Object thinking it would help, but it has not been useful at all. So I wish I would have had something else. But either way. How much damage are they doing?
Well, they both succeeded on their saves. They both rolled really high. Even I forgot to roll advantage, and they still rolled really high.
Okay, well, they take half as much damage, but they still take damage. So...
Alright, go ahead and roll it. And you can move that too, right?
For each level, yeah, above level 2, so it's a level 6 spell.
Normally 2, so it would be... hang on, where's the damage on there?
5d10.
2d10 would be 5, yeah. Yep.
Okay, 5d10.
No, sorry, it'd be 6. It'd still be 6, because it's 2d10 to start with, and then 4, so roll one more d10. Alright, so 29. Decent hit for both of them.
Which is, the other guy also either can't heal, I guess?
Well,
it
doesn't prevent healing, it just turns them, okay, so it stops them from being able to use their Gravity Well thing and their Whirling Blades. So that, they are both damaged now, so they won't be able to do that. But the second one in front of Ben was just triggered past that certain threshold and also turns invisible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the both of them now that are in front of Ben, although you know what? Shit, I think... No, they'd still be... Yeah, because specifically the way that's supposed to work is that it's bending light, and therefore it would still be bending the moonlight from Moonbeam anyway, so they are both invisible still there.
But we still know where they are because of this, so yeah.
They haven't moved yet. Yeah, they haven't had a chance to yet. So
for the other one, I'm going to use bonus action to send one of my little orbs to it.
Okay. The one that's behind you, to the left of there?
Yep.
All right. It is... go ahead and click it so that you can click the attack roll from it. AC 18 is what you're aiming for. Sako, you're up next. All right, 23 will hit. Roll 48. And that is a second of 7, right? Don't you have 7?
Yep.
Okay, so you have 5 left?
5 left, yeah.
Alright, so he's been hit as well, so they all three do not have Whirling Blades or Gravity Well for the moment. Any movement? Oh, that was bonus action. Any movement, Fox?
and Fabrics in here.
All right, that'll bring us to Nazim.
Okay. Would Nazim know? Because these are just empty suits of armor with the thing inside them. Is that thing inside them considered an elemental or a fae? Or a fiend of some sort?
It's probably
that's not a celestial, is it? It's
no
not celestial.
classification. No classification would probably be undead. It'd be the closest.
Okay. The two that are standing next to Norak, obviously both invisible at the moment, we can still interact with them in some way. For instance, if I were to poke them with my finger, I would still physically feel them.
They are still physically there, yes. And if you're trying to, shoot them with, say, Eldritch Blast or something like that, you can still aim where you think they are. It's just an attack with disadvantage is all.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. Then, since they are undead, I would like to cast a magic circle in the same area that we have that moonbeam, I think it is, covering both of those Tatusians.
Okay.
And I would like
magic
that magic
circle is really big, though. You know that, right?
It's 10 feet. 10-foot radius by 20-foot tall cylinder. And
Okay, well, it's still double the size of that, then. That's a 5-foot radius that she has there, but I thought it was... Even still, 10-foot radius is still pretty big. It's twice the size of that. Which is fine. It just means that you're probably...
Yeah, gotta move it a little bit.
It's the leprechaun.
He's not undead, unfortunately, so this won't affect him. It only is Fae, Fiends, Elementals, Undead, and Celestials.
Okay.
So I guess we'll do this. It won't affect the Banjo, because the Banjo's not any of those.
It won't be able to get... So, basically, if you're going to try to get the other Tatusian, it's going to also have to hit Ben. So you can either get the one that is between the two of you. You can't see him, but the one that was the closest between the two of you.
Ben's not in any of those.
Yeah, so I mean, if you, if it doesn't do anything to Ben or anybody else, then you're not concerned with it. That's fine. You would just move it one to the right.
Okay.
Or I can move it for you.
There you go.
Yep.
So I'll cast Magic Circle there as a binding circle, so they no longer can. Second. Creature can't willingly enter the cylinder or exit the cylinder if it's my choice. I don't want them to exit that cylinder.
Okay.
If the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel, it must succeed a charisma saving throw. The charisma has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder, and targets within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature.
All right. There it is. Yeah, I remember when you took this one, actually.
I'm going to take off one of my spells now here. It's been such a long time since I used a non-cantrip. Where is the spell marker?
Well, when you click the spell, you can click the consume. So click Magic Circle.
All right, Magic Circle, click, done.
And then consume spell slot, and you can place the circle as well. Place magic template. There you go. All right. The save doesn't matter unless they try to teleport out, right? I didn't hear anything else in there.
I've just binded them within that circle. They no longer can leave or attack outside that circle.
All right. Any bonus actions or movement?
I could use my gloves to cast a bonus cantrip, can't I?
You mean the Ulathard glove specifically for Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
So let me look at it real quick. Does that
Create
let you cast Eldritch Blast as a? I think that was just another.
Use a bonus action on the same turn to cast that cantrip as a second time. Oh no, it's only two
when
cantrips.
You cast a cantrip. Yeah, it's when you cast a cantrip while wearing your glove. You can use a bonus action on the same turn to cast a second time.
All right, so I guess I'll just move then. Let me go ahead and run away here.
Okay.
Oh damn it! Sorry, I have that still selected. All right, we're just gonna run to the corner, away from everyone.
All right. And that will bring us to Nils. Nils is going to spin around to here, kind of moving around Sarah, seeing that Sarah is trying to draw something on the ground. He may not be aware of that, but he can definitely see that Arteme and this little goblin girl are trying to pick the lock on the cage there. Well, Arteme is not technically, but can't get all the way around without yeah, he can. He is going to try to jump past both Pogo and Sarah.
I'm gonna fucking stab him in his dick.
Go right ahead. He's jumping out of both Pogo and Sarah's range as far as threat for attack of opportunity. And
Nope,
to try to
I
attack.
used my reaction.
Doing what?
Upcasting.
Oh, okay. You're saying you don't get your opportunity. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, sorry. I thought you were saying you were keeping him from moving by a reaction. I didn't know what it would be after you already upcasted for her.
Wait. Did I use reaction already? No, on this turn. Do I want to though? Yeah.
Do you have
No.
Forecaster?
What I'm going to do, I don't have that. What I'm going to do is, if he's attacking someone, especially
He's about to hit Nissy.
I'm
Yep.
gonna really won't help too much.
She's at like 70% of her hit points, by the way. So
No. But I can only affect one of his attacks here. I am gonna go.
I'll
ahead.
roll him. I mean, if it's a reaction anyway, so I can roll him, and you can see if you want to spend it
mine's
or
weird.
not.
I'm not supposed to see what you roll.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna use cutting words on the first attack that he swings on her.
All right.
Try to keep from happening. It's
First one
so I'm
would
gonna
definitely
roll-
hit. So
So this would be Bardic Inspiration.
gives a D10 now, I think.
I'm sorry, they get a D10 subtracted from it, but I don't know if that's gonna help.
Her AC's at 15. It still wouldn't be
alright,
enough.
so, but I still I'll count that off my thing.
All right.
Okay, well,
So the other two, 15, and 20, all three hit. This could be bad.
well.
He doesn't do a lot of damage, or the individual hits, but 8,
You gotta kill this little leprechaun asshole.
11.
Oh,
That's 19. Well, 28. She's still alive, but trying to pick away at this as she's just getting torn apart by this guy wailing at her. She's in very bad shape. She has like 20% of her health left. Okay, Sarko. Sorry, I just was seeing what you typed in the chat there. In the
Oh yeah, just keeping everybody on board here. So,
right.
What's up?
It is Sarah's turn. So, Sarah, you do see Pogo is drawing in the circle to try to buy you some time. So, what are you doing?
Great. So I'm gonna use mental prison on little leprechaun dude.
Okay. He's not a little guy, by the way. He's a
I know.
like
All the green
No.
makes him look like a leprechaun.
Yeah,
all the what?
The green.
the green.
All the green
Yeah, just
around
just
him makes him look like a leprechaun.
That's just a token
It's,
art.
I think it's the combination of the green and his pose. Like
Yeah,
it
a
looks like
little
he's about to
bit.
do
Yeah,
a jig.
like his hands on the hips. Yeah.
So it's an
Alright.
intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Hang on. So, this potentially could work in your favor. He's actually drunk. You guys got a little bit of research on that. He's drunk, so he's going to have disadvantage on an intelligence check. I think that's plenty fair. And he doesn't have, a great intelligence to begin with, so disadvantage on the save. There you go. 13, so that it fails.
Yeah. So
What happens?
same thing as last time. He's just all he sees is pitch black around him, and just Shan's face just coming out in multiple different areas, just snapping at his face.
All right. So as long as he doesn't try to move, he doesn't take any of the damage, right? It's just that as soon as he tries to move, he takes the tons of psychic damage.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's a shit ton. All right, Sako.
I think he might take damage at the start of it too. Hang on.
He does. He takes 5d10 and 10d10
Yeah.
if he moves through it, or if someone moves him through it. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so he takes 5.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Wait, if someone moves him through it,
Yeah, you guys did that once before, and really, that's not right.
Why did it do both?
Because it did
There you go.
both. It did both the
Okay.
5 and the 10. So
I'll
the
just-
first part, no, it's fine. The first part's already there. You rolled really well, so we might as well keep it. The first part was for the 5d10 was 26. So we'll keep that. That's fine. You guys did that to somebody. I can't remember what it was, and pushed him
it was-
into it, and then he died.
Yeah, it was somebody down.
It was in the
It was
basement.
when we
Yeah, it was
were
one
in
of the juice
basement
rooms.
of
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah,
then
that
I'm
was
gonna use
brutal.
my bonus action to use the last 4 of my sorcery point to get a 4th level spell back.
Okay. Did you already mark off the invested spell slot for the circle? I know you have higher level ones, so you could use those, but did you already mark it off?
Yeah, I had actually already marked off a 5th because I didn't have a 4th. So.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that if your turn, move in or anything.
That is. No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at, so that way on my next turn I can just pick up where I'm going.
All right. So back to the Tutusians. These guys both will heal. Sako stepped away for a second. Let me know when you're. Well, he probably isn't hearing this if he stepped away. So.
Let me know when you're back, Sako.
Yeah, I mean, he might have it on the speakers, but I think he's got it on his headset. So let me roll his heal real quick. For these two, anyways. Repair sequence. There it is. 24. Why is that heal button missing? Can I just do that? No, that goes the other way. All right, Sako. No, it wouldn't be the full. I'll just have to manually do it. Sako, the circle doesn't prevent them from healing at all, does it?
I don't believe it does. Let me double check here. I think reverse higher level. So the creature just has a disadvantage on attack rolls, and no, it doesn't mention anything about that. It's just really more of a defensive thing, so they can't lash out at us from within the circle.
Okay. The question would be then, do they recognize? That's fine. I'm going to say that they at least attempt to, get out and then fail, and then one is going to swing at Sako. Oh shit! They also have to roll their. Oh. All right. I'm gonna roll 3d6. It'll just go first dice is far left, second one is the middle one, and third dice is the one on the most right. And any 6s on these, they get their shrapnel back. There's a 6.
That's right, guys. We're one more round deep.
The middle guy gets his shrapnel back, attempting to escape. He then will spin. This is going to be pretty
they
rough.
get attacked if they took damage last time.
He's still within range. Norik is still within range. Shoot.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, not the whirling blades. This is their shrapnel attack.
Wait, I thought they all took damage last round.
It's not the shrapnel attack that gets turned off. It's the gravity well and the whirling blades.
Yeah, whirling blades.
Well, poos. Yeah, my bad.
But he can't see out of it anyways for this magic circle, right? So it'll be at Norik, which isn't great, but at least Norik will take half damage. It hits really hard, but it is just Norik at least, and the other two did not get theirs back yet. So it will be he's the only one that he can, get in a correct cone here would just be Norik. So consume recharge and consume resource, yes. Ben, DC 18 deck save. And you can't see him, so you won't have advantage on the deck save where you normally would, Holmes.
Okay.
Wouldn't he have advantage? Oh no, that's strength when he rages.
Yeah. Yeah, well, for rage he has strength, advantage on strength, and then normally he has advantage on dex because of...
Oh.
Not good there.
Wait. I still have my reaction because I chose not to use it to attack that guy.
You can save it because I can use my ring to succeed on the dex saving throw.
All right.
Perfect.
So don't even need your feral instinct or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
All right. So half damage then.
But
Yeah, go ahead and mark off a charge of it. That means 13 damage. It looks worse than it is. Like 26 is, when he takes 13. We rolled a bunch of ones. There were 4 ones in that.
Yeah, that could have been worse.
I'm gonna let y'all know Pogo absolutely fucking hates these guys sitting in this circle right now in the middle of the fucking room. He's not a happy man.
I mean, you only did it one round. Sarah's doing it the whole rest of the time. Okay.
Group up in the middle here.
Well, technically it's 2 rounds because I haven't restarted writing yet.
Well, no, but when as long as you're going to on your next turn, I'll say that if you choose not to on your next turn, basically Pogo will get his turn this turn if he wants to. If you don't continue writing on your next turn, the circle has to be restarted, or it wouldn't be charged. You'd have to start over again. But as long as somebody does it every turn, it doesn't necessarily have to be contiguous where it takes 2 turns. I don't want to ruin things that bad. All right, the other one is going to swing at you, Holmes. It is 2 of his Otateral blades. You're not moving yet. Oh, he can't get out of there anyways.
Do they have disadvantage since they're inside the thing?
Oh, shit, they do. Yeah. It wouldn't affect the shrapnel blast because that's your save, but it does
Yeah.
give disadvantage on the swing. So the first one, this is the second roll for the first one here. Natural 1, so he misses with his first attack. His second attack at disadvantage, we'll just roll it correctly here, is a 17, so also will not hit. So, although they've kind of stuck in this prison with you, in this little magic circle with you, they can't do much with it. Shrapnel Blast is bonus action, so he still has his multi-attack. So, for him here, attack disadvantage. Another natural 1. Jesus Christ. These guys suck.
Damn.
All right. 12. Well, all 4 of them, none of the arm blades swinging at you happen to connect, even though they can see you perfectly fine, and they're fucking invisible. But the other one that is outside, he did not get his blast back. He doesn't have gravity well. Is going to... Let's see, what can he do that would be effective against both of you? Probably Spear Launcher at Pogo.
Well, at least they can't do their other bullshit thing, right, guys?
This isn't that bad. I mean, 23 hits, though, right?
That was.
It knocks you prone, but apart from that, it isn't that bad. 15 damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to swing at you. Oh, shit. That was not smart. I should have had him hitting one of the others who were concentrating on a spell, which he would be aware of. So that was stupid on my part, because with the Otadral Arm Blade, he would potentially be breaking those spells.
You don't know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, they're intended to be specifically, good at that, so that's my mistake. But
All right, I'm going to use my last cutting words on this guy right now.
okay, well, you got a 28, so...
God damn it!
Both times you used it, they rolled really high on the attack roll.
Let's see here. Just in case I get 10.
Alright, so 21?
That's not what I meant, but 28. Nope, still hits.
Alright, 17 damage.
I'm going to let everyone know I'm really hurt.
Alright, that'll bring us to Nissi.
I'll do something about the diffusion. We gotta stop this guy.
That brings for Nissi here. She will attempt to, continuing to try to pick this as best she can. She is just tears streaming down her face in a tremendous amount of pain, trying to be useful here. Trying to do the job that you guys have hired her to do, but is very afraid she's about to die because she's also in really bad shape. With a 14 on the second pin, so she is making progress. Sorry, no, that's the second pin is done. All right, so she's on the third pin now. Third out of 5.
We use that thing where she gets 1 free pin unlock yet?
Well, it's not a free pin unlock. She still has Bardic Inspiration. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
she hasn't needed to use it yet. So she's finished 2 pins out of the 5. Norok, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go after the other contusion that is still out, because I'm not stuck in this thing, right? Since I'm not undead.
I'm able to speak freely out of turn to the group within the room here.
Yep, free action.
Okay, free action. I'll just go ahead and shout out to the room. I'll be taking care of the Titusian in just a second. Focus on little leprechaun man.
He's already taken care of with that mental prison for now. So
Here. Although I think he can't see anything, but he can still swing wildly and accidentally hit someone. But
wouldn't that set off the thing?
not if
Or only if he moves through it.
only if he goes.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check.
Pick it again if you would.
Yeah. Makes a melee attack through it or reaches any part of his body through it. So yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty screwed unless somebody breaks. Yeah, there you go, Sako. I'm gonna keep spinning my arms like this, and if you step into it, it's your fault.
Alright. I can move out of here, right? Since I'm not undead? Or am I stuck in this thing too?
No, you're
That's
not
not
stuck.
what
It
up.
doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, it's not letting me move my guy, though. I think it might actually have me stuck.
Well, because you're trying to walk into one of the robots who are still standing there.
No wonder I
You
can't
can't see
walk
them;
that way.
they're invisible. But
It's like
Okay.
a house of mirrors.
I'll say
Go
that.
around.
Yeah, it's going to cost you 10 feet just to get out from there because you don't know where they are. So just the time it takes to bump into them, it'll cost you 10 feet. But tell me where else you want to go with the rest of your 30 feet, and I'll get you to the other side so you can move.
Okay, I was just going to move, if I can go that way, to the left.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, and that's 10?
That's 10 feet anyway, so you
Okay.
still have basically all your movement. It would have been 10 feet to get to it there anyway, so.
All right.
If you wanted to go north, you could. It would just be a diagonal movement. You would just have walked northwest instead of straight west.
Okay, it's not letting me go up. I don't know if we're either. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. I'm gonna see if I can hit this dude.
Okay. Wild swings again.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna draw a circle around Nils here just to remind myself. You guys screwed him too. You guys are always so mean to all of my bad guys. I never get to do anything fun because you guys lock them all down. I only want to murder a bunch of players, that's all.
I'm gonna reckless it.
Alright.
Just reminding myself here, once we get this circle up and we're out of here, we're good with the mission, correct?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say good, considering this was hell, but
There were some problems, but I mean, you did accomplish what your primary goal was to come here for, in that you've gathered enough information about how he's started earning so much money.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
19 will hit you.
oh,
All right.
Are you gonna make the little rat thing or the big rat thing rampage upstairs too?
Unfortunately, I have to be within yelling distance, and he can't hear me. But yeah,
you
if he
could
was-
expect that since he was spotted, like that's how this all broke out. That's why they got close. The Juthrans likely surrendered him very rapidly.
Okay. I'm also gonna use my tribal fury on here to add another dice, so that'd be another d6, right?
Yep. Yeah, for your sword. Your Vulcanbreaker, it's a much bigger die that you get to add, but it's a single die instead of two, so. Alright, 33 damage to him, and that is... Hang on, is that enough?
Is he?
Nope.
Taken out?
It is. Yes, it is. No, not taken out. He also turns invisible.
Well, turns invisible, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Then I can still attack. It's just going to be a disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Ah,
Oh, disadvantage.
damn, that
Whoops.
disadvantage.
And you almost still got it anyways. I mean, actually, Pogo is there. That makes it an 18. Pogo has almost no hit points left, guys. I don't know that Justin like was vocal enough about how
I'm
You mentioned it.
Yeah, I understand, and I'm working on it.
Yeah, I don't have anything that'll help.
I didn't realize how low he was until I clicked on him to see the flanking with Norok where he's at, or where he is. And yeah, he's in really, really bad shape. So, anyways,
I'm doing
potion somewhere,
some
I'm sure.
heals, so
all right,
Someone
12
got a
more.
healing potion.
Well, I mean, I got one, but it'll make you sick, probably.
what ones?
I have one of the Isco, the spoiled ones.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it just cost him his turn. 13 will not hit Holmes.
All right. It's 2 hits and then the sword lights up, so I would still have a last 4th hit since I frenzied, right? Because the first 2
Wait,
connected.
oh shit, you were okay. So I forgot that you were frenzying. Just remember, you need to remind me when you do that, just so that I make sure to roll with advantage on any attacks that are against you. Because when you frenzy, you have disadvantage, don't you, on attacks made against you?
Oh, let me take a look.
That's the downside of frenzying, where you get your bonus attack or bonus action attack, is that attacks against you have
That's
advantage. I think it is.
reckless.
Oh, that's reckless. What's frenzied then? Frenzied, you only get once. don't you?
Exhaustion.
Yeah, that's where I
Oh.
can use my bonus to do another.
Oh, that's
melee
right. That's
attack.
right. Yep. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right, so
Yeah. Thanks, Becky. Sorry. It's rules are a little fuzzy.
Hard to remember which spells do what.
Especially when you guys get this high level and you're about to level up again.
16 hits.
Which, by the way, I think means level 8 spells for a couple of you. Like 8th level spells, which is ridiculous. 16 with Pogo there is only a 17 that will not connect.
Okay.
Remember, if they're directly across from you, it's a +2. If they're anywhere otherwise, it's +1. So,
Okay. So
Right.
then I'm going to stay put, so that's where
Right. That'll bring us to Juthrans. They are still shouting and trying to do something about the spike growth. Actually, you did not drop spike growth yet. Spike growth and Moonbeep are still up. Okay, Moonbeep. All right, so they are not a threat to you at the moment. It brings us to Pogo.
Would Pogo know if the little leprechaun-looking dude, if he takes damage, does he get broken out of this, like mental prison thing, or?
No, he can take damage. It's just moving physically through the illusion is what makes him get hurt.
Would Sarah
Pogo.
have told that to Pogo at any point, though? Otherwise, Pogo, you can make...
I think I told them that when we were in the basement.
Okay.
That
as long as you
told Norok he could hit him, but if he pushed him through it, or the other guy moved through it.
That's fair. Yeah, if you guys feel like Pogo would have learned that at some point, then Pogo, you can act on that knowledge to push him or move him or whatever else you want to do.
Well, Pogo, being very mad and almost dying, doesn't feel like riding on this fucking ground. He's going to upcast Shatter at 5th level.
Okay.
To hit whatever the invisible thing... could I do this and miss Norok or no? Would that hit Norok?
I mean, you knew the thing was there. It only faded away, a matter of a couple of seconds ago, and you haven't heard it move. So you do feel like you could aim in an area in which you would probably get Nils and where the Tutusian at least was without hitting Norok.
Just
or Artemis.
Working that little...
So, even though technically we do not have access to 8th level magic, if I upcasted this with my 7th level, would he get all the damage of an 8th level?
So you have an 8th level slot, is that what you're saying? You want to use 8th level slot to do it?
So, using my 7th level slot, because it'll up it to an 8
Good.
for my reaction, even though we don't have access to 8th level stuff yet.
You haven't used your reaction yet this turn,
quick,
right?
On the Tutusian, by the way, this actually, anything made of metal has disadvantage.
Okay, so it would be a flat roll for him.
Roll.
And he got... What was the other one? It was a 15... I can't tell what the other one was. All right, I'll just have to read because I can't see. Do you guys see what that other number is?
No, it does shows up as blank. So re-roll. Low number.
And that is on with a normal roll.
Yes.
Oh shit! All right.
So take 24.
Hell yeah.
All right. 24 damage to him then. Well, hang on. Becky, for your question there, as long...
He's stuck at like a 7th level, but because I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, it was supposed to have a limit anyways, like a maximum limit of 7th or something anyways, right? I know it was supposed to.
You know what, go ahead and go, I'll use it. Like, we still got like a bunch of rounds left.
Yeah, you still got a lot of time, so... Alright, so 24 damage to him then.
For both of those assholes.
Alright. There is
that's not as much damage for 68 as I was hoping for. That's exactly middle, so...
Could have been worse. Nils is in not great shape now either with that shatter, so you guys are doing pretty good as far as these guys put out a good amount of damage, but you guys you're holding your own. You're doing fine as long as Pogo doesn't die.
Yeah. Well, I'm not using this turn to ride on the thing because I'm mad. I'm gonna use my... I don't know what's going on in that big cloud thing. I can't see into that, right?
The circle? Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see into it.
But
they're just trapped inside of it.
There's automatons somewhere over there that...
There's
that
two
they're
of them
in
there. Yeah, there's two.
Yeah.
And they're trapped. They can't do anything.
Within the
I'm gonna use
moonbeam, if that helps.
Yep.
I'm just gonna use my spiritual banjo, move it, and re-attack Nils.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about it, about there being like a cap on it.
It would be way too overpowered if you could upcast above 7, though. Like really 8th and 9th. It was definitely supposed to, but so I think 7th is still very high and still a fair cap. 8th and 9th, like if you could upcast to power things up to a 9th level spell would be insane. Like obviously, for a simple reaction in a spell slot, so that would be a bit too. It was worth asking for sure. Totally fair. What was it, Justin?
21 to hit, 10 damage of it.
That still hits. He has a very high AC, I'll tell it to you that way. His AC is actually 21, so literally it just barely hits. But that does bring him very, very low. He's still alive, but very low. That it for Pogo's turn? Any movement?
think Pogo is going to retreat out of this circle. Actually, I was hit with a fucking thing last turn, so I'm prone too, huh?
The spear, yeah. You
Yeah,
have to
I'm
stand up.
fucking. I gotta use half my movement to get up. No, fuck it. I'm just here. Boo!
You only have 15 feet anyway, so you have 10 feet of movement after you stand up.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
yeah.
Get on the other side of me so nothing can hit you at least. So you don't
Well,
die again.
the problem is, if he moves even 5 feet,
Yeah.
there's an invisible Titusian that's going to take a swing, so...
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna hang out.
Alright. That brings to Arteme.
Okay. So, because of my extremely lovely crown, I get to upcast and healing by 2 levels. So I'm going to be doing a level 1 healing word.
Real quick, before you do, just as a reminder, and you don't need to do this, but the stars that you already pulled out over your head, those can be used for healing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, keep that in mind.
So I'm going to be doing 3d4 for Pogo.
Okay.
I'm on 12.
Is it plus anything, Fox? Is there a modifier? If it was healing word, it should be +1 for each one, I think, right?
Plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh, your modifier is 5?
Yeah, 5.
Wisdom 4,
So-
+4, so 11.
Yeah. Okay.
11 total.
Yep.
Okay, so that was my bonus action.
Yep.
Since Missy is actually beside me, I'm going to use Cure Woods on her, so it's going to be 3d8 plus my spell modifier.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it out there. If anybody has a 3rd level or higher spell that they want to cast to cause a bunch of damage, let me know when I will use my reactions for those.
Alright.
I can only do it once. I only have 1 reaction per round, so I can only do this twice. 2
She
spell
gets
slots
an
left.
8.
Well, hang on, that would still be upcast by 2, so roll 2d8 more.
Right.
You only get the modifier once, but it's still 3d8 total.
Yeah, I just didn't realize when I hit it from the spell menu it wouldn't do all of them. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
So that's that. Okay, so she got
15 more?
Yep.
Yep.
I know, yeah, I have the +4, so we have to add the +4 for something. Okay, how much more healing do we need?
She's at half now,
Huh?
and Pogo's still in very bad shape.
Okay, I'm gonna use
As I cough up like a puddle of blood.
2 healing orbs on each.
Okay. Do you click it? Click the Crown of Stars thing? There you go. I think it takes bonus action to do, or part of the bonus action you can send, and then...
Oh wait, I already used my bonus action.
Yeah, you did. So that's what I'm saying. It's a bonus action. Yeah, on future turns, you may spend another mote out as a bonus action once per turn until none remain. So,
But
yeah, you
I
already
used
used
my
it.
bonus action on the other healing spell.
Yep.
But hey, I got them healed a bit.
Yep. You're not as close to death now.
Yeah, I would use healing spirit to heal them completely, but that takes concentration, and I only have 2 concentration spells inside. Okay.
Are you moving or are you staying still?
I'm staying here.
All right.
Okay, fine.
All right. That'll bring us to Nazim.
Okay, so the Titusian is still standing where it was. It just went invisible. It has not moved yet, correct?
Well, you don't know that. Go ahead and, I mean, you can give me a perception check.
Okay, perception check.
You have not heard it move at all, and they do make a lot of noise when they move.
Okay. So, this was the plan for the last 2 turns. We're going to get this final Titusian locked away inside that circle. It is a one-way circle, so they can go in, but they cannot go out. So what I'm going to do is I will use my last 4 Staff of Retribution charges, and I will cast Telekinesis on creature for a huge creature or smaller. I assume these are huge creatures, right?
Giant.
Giant,
Yeah, they're smaller.
Okay, so that covers it. Let me go ahead and turn that on really quick. So I will cast Telekinesis, and I will move it 30 feet into the circle of darkness there that I've created,
All right.
locking
Into the
him
magic
away.
circle? All right.
Yep, so magic
Making it says you can try to move a huge or smaller creature. Make an ability check with your spellcasting ability modifier contested by the creature's strength check. If you win the contest, you can move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction, including upward, but not beyond the range of the spell. Until the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained by your telekinetic grip, and the creature lifted upward is suspended in midair. All right. So it is a contested strength check versus your spell save or your spell DC.
Wait, you're trying to move it into the spell, but it wasn't the spell they can't move in or out of it? Or is
They
that
can't
one
move
way?
out.
They can't move out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those rat traps with the sticky stuff on it. They can walk into it, but then they're stuck.
Yeah, they can still do anything ranged out of it. They're not locked like the mental prison. They just basically wouldn't be able to walk out of it.
You try to put it like in the within the spell, but within the moonbeam. Oh, I forgot to do the damage. From the
Yeah,
moonbeam.
yeah, you still need to roll that too. Yep.
Sorry.
The moonbeam is covering enough of the area that both of them are still in there right now. So
Okay. So I guess we'll double dip.
yeah, go ahead and roll those, Fox. All right, so your spell save DC is 17. You'll have to click the moonbeam. Just click it.
18 spell DC.
Yeah, click the wait.
Oh,
What make it? Because it was upcasted.
Yeah, it's 6th level.
All right, it is 18, Sako. All right, so 18 for a strength check, if I can find it, or save.
Uh-oh.
21. He succeeds. Unfortunately, and that was the last of the charges on your staff as well.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
What that means, Sako, since that was the last 4 of it, right? Because it was 6 for the force gauge, or wall of force. So
I no longer can cast anymore. Not for like days.
You gotta
it's
roll
a
D20.
little worse than that. It is, yeah, anytime you use the last charge of a staff, a wand, anything like that has charges on it, it is a D20, and on a 1, the staff retains its +2 bonus to attack and modifier, but loses all other properties. On a 20, the staff regains all charges. So roll a D20.
Still have my reaction, too. Okay, you see what it was.
So it's 30 damage to those other two
I'm
guys.
pretty sure
Shit,
that,
Fox,
that
Jesus.
staff is definitely worth my reaction.
A single reaction for it? Yeah, that staff is extremely expensive and very powerful.
Yeah, we paid for it.
He did. You guys bought it for him, so. 60 passive damage, Fox, is insane. Taco, you rolling your D20?
It's just, they're in it. They're not moving out of it, so I'm happy. I barely do
great.
damage. I'm a healer.
Yeah. Not only are they're stuck in there, like they can't get out of it. Like there isn't enough room for them to really move. There's only one square that they could move into that would be outside of the moonbeam, just because of the placement of it. So only one of them basically could get out of it. All right, so the staff is fine, Sako. It'll continue regaining charges tomorrow, but for now, obviously, it's empty, but it didn't break at the very least. All right, bonus actions or movement, Sako.
Bonus actions. I will pop this bonus action. You know what? No, because psychic shoving this guy away isn't going to really help. Although we'll get him away from our friend there.
It'll also do 10d10 psychic damage.
If you mean psychic shove Nils, if it succeeds, it'll almost definitely kill him.
10d10
You know what?
is a decent chunk.
He is bleeding from every orifice and pouring blood down it between metal plates and things like that. He's in bad shape.
Okay, so let's go ahead and psychic shove him then. I just want to psychic shove and if possible get him away from our damaged people, if that's okay.
Pushing him back towards you, basically.
Push him in the corner.
We're not
Yeah.
supposed to kill him.
Oh, we're not supposed to kill him?
Well,
No.
you guys do what you want. I mean,
Oh, that is true.
Oh, okay.
But,
damn it.
hold
Okay,
on,
then let's
hold on.
okay.
I mean, unless
let's-
someone wants to like run over and tie him up and then have someone heal him, then we'll be good. Just don't
Technically,
let
would
him
just
die.
Yeah, he would just be bleeding out. He wouldn't be dead. So, well, 10d10 could potentially outright kill him, but he does have a lot of hit
Okay,
points, so
wait,
probably
wait.
not.
I mean, we're not supposed to kill him because they just said don't get caught.
They
No,
said
we're not supposed to.
no. We're not supposed to.
Technically,
Kill
we're not even supposed to know that we were here. Like, we
Because that plan went out the window a while ago. So.
But we don't have to make it worse.
By murder? By just flat out murder?
Like,
Like,
Okay,
it's,
so what? You're supposed to just let somebody attack and kill you instead of defending yourself?
you guys broke
can't
into this
do
place.
anything.
You fucking broke in here and tried to steal shit. He's defending his house and himself and his job.
And
there's
stuck
no
unless he wants to die.
Yeah,
Like,
there is zero moral high ground for you guys to have right now. You literally broke in here and tried to murder this guy and tried to justify it, but well, he attacked us.
We're on the wrong side of the castle
literally-
doctrine right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Pogo literally died trying to save my dad, and if this guy dies, my dad will die, so I'm leaving it up to Pogo. He can do what he wants. I will support whatever decision he makes.
Well, this is
I'm
Mazim.
not doing
Okay,
it.
well then
I'm
how
To
about
be
this?
fair, we were coerced
down.
into doing this.
You were,
by the
yeah, you totally were
kidnapping.
coerced. That's
So
fair.
any collateral damage is on the people who kidnapped the kid.
That's funny. I really got a laugh
This
out of that.
spell, do I have an option to cause the force push but mitigate damage, or is it just
there's
it is what
no
it is?
non-lethal because it's not the push that would be killing him. What would happen here is he's inside of Becky's mental Sarah's mental prison right now, and if he is forced to leave that mental prison, basically if he moves at all, whether it's his volition or not, the biting, snapping jaws of Shan will just rip him to shreds, and he has almost no hit points left. He's very, very low. So
Gotcha.
that will.
Then I will be.
Yeah, you don't see anything. There's no visual representation, so you wouldn't know except that you saw Sarah do something, and that now he's like
He's
frozen
freaking
still
out.
and terrified. Yeah.
It's freaking out.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's not in the right mental state. All right, then
Well,
I
he's
guess
also drunk
no
too,
bonus.
so
Then
that
I'm
doesn't
good.
help either.
What was that, Fox?
That he's also drunk too, so would you have the presence of mind not to move during the spell, or would you move
That's
yourself?
if anything, it's
If you
helping.
move-
He had disadvantage on the roll initially because he's drunk, and if anything, that's helping his fear at the moment. That he's trying not to move specifically because he's realizing that he's in a bad situation.
RP himself if I
He probably would have by now. Yeah. All right, so not pushing him then, Sako, or are pushing him?
That's
Okay.
it. I'm just standing here.
All right. Well, that brings us to Nils. Does he get a chance to break out of it on every turn, Becky?
No, he does not. He is
All right.
just in there until I drop it or he gets out.
All right. He is standing
Or
there.
I take that back. It lasts for a minute, so he's either
Or
got
until
a minute in
concentration
there.
breaks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then he is just still holding his blade out, just kind of, keeping his arm close to himself, protecting himself, obviously, but not extending his arm out into an attack where he would end up getting bitten by fake Shans. Back to Sarah.
My action to start riding the circle again.
Okay. This is now round 4,
and,
so 6 rounds to go.
Is it 4 or 5?
This would make 5.
Oh, this is 5. Sorry.
Exactly halfway.
Oh, that's right. Sako. Pogo's was 4, so we're at 5. Yeah.
Yeah. I do not. Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions that I can use. No, actually, I do. It's a bonus action for me to hand someone something, right?
Well, no. I mean, in the simple sense, no. Like if you're not trying to feed a dead person a potion or something, that would be an action. But if it's just handing somebody something, that's free. That's item interaction.
Okay, I'm just gonna hand Pogo one of my skill
Stratos?
Strato things.
Okay.
Be like, it's gonna make you sick, but here you go. And I'm gonna start writing it. That's my turn.
All right.
Oh, nope, I used my stuff already, didn't I?
What stuff?
Yes, I did. I'm out of social things. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's it.
All right. That will bring us to the Tutusian, so they will each heal, and I have to roll for their shrapnels as well. So 3d6. Top, middle, and right. Or sorry, left, middle, and right. Any 6s are bad for you guys. No 6s, so no shrapnels are back, but they do get their heals. And that is... Repair sequence is... 64 plus 6. 4 plus 6. There we go. Alright, so that is left for 20, middle for 21, and right for 22. Really annoying if that heal thing doesn't work on that add-on after. It's probably because we're on a very old version at this point. We're on version 9, by the way, guys, and 11 is about to come out. So I've specifically avoided upgrading to 10 for this whole time because there's one add-on that we use a lot, one module that I kind of rely on, and I don't think it was ever updated to 10, so we're probably just going to have to deal with that. I don't remember which one it is right now, but can't stay on 9 forever, especially with the OGL shit going. Alright, Invisible One next to... he's going to move which is going to provoke an opportunity attack, but it is at disadvantage, Ben, because you can't see him. So you can make an opportunity attack if you want.
So I'll just be able to hear him, I'm guessing.
Yep. These guys are pretty loud, so you're still going to be able to try to swing. You just, will have disadvantage because you can't see where he is. That will not do.
Can I try to... Oh, no, he's invisible with that. Never mind.
All right. Oh, shit. Sarah? As you lean down and to continue trying to draw into the circle, a chunk of this kind of black steel flies through the air and connects with you.
Tap shield.
Okay.
I still have my reaction.
Yep. All right. You just had your turn, so obviously you have it back. All right.
Yes.
It deflects off of the shield, goes clanging onto the ground, and it then you hear this clanging of boots as it steps over through your circle and over behind you, and is going to now swing at you. He gets one swing because it's either two swings with the arm blade or one spear and one arm blade. So one swing.
Are they
16
from within that circle?
No, this is the other one. This is the one that you tried to push and he succeeded on his save.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, he's over here.
Yell
By
at
the way,
Norok. He's over here.
Yeah, he's right behind. I'm just revealing him so that you guys hear him, so you have a general idea, and I'm gonna rehide him again. But he moved behind you, Sarah, and tried to shoot you, and then clambered up behind you and tried to swing at you, and both deflected off of your shield. So that is it for that one. The other two didn't get their. Nobody got their shrapnel back, and they don't have a. They still do have their spears. They only get one each, but they'll still try to shoot. So one's going to try to shoot at Sarah and one at Norok.
Is that disadvantage or since it's ranged or not?
Oh, shit. It's disadvantaged because he's in the circle. So the two that are in the circle. Ranged. I don't know. What do you mean for the range, G?
Oh, well, I guess. I just didn't know if it was only melee attacks that were disadvantaged when they're inside that thing. But I guess
think
it's all
so.
attacks, huh?
I think Nazim said anybody that's in there if they try to attack, right? Right, Nazim?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They couldn't attack anybody outside it either.
Yeah, they're stuck within it. They can't attack outside of it. They can't move outside of it. They're just locked inside their own prison. We could walk inside and hit them, and then they can hit us within it.
I don't remember it saying anything about not being able to attack outside of it.
Well,
they can.
Let me double check here.
Yeah, I'm clicking it again here. Not consume and don't need to place. Here we go. Can't enter. Has disadvantage attack rolls against targets within the cylinder, so no disadvantage on the outside. And can't be
unless
charmed.
reversed.
Oh.
Because we can choose to reverse that.
Preventing the creature of the specified type from leaving the cylinder and protecting targets outside of it. It still doesn't say that he can't attack creatures that are outside of it. It's not in there anywhere.
So protecting the creatures outside of it doesn't.
So it has disadvantage.
So it doesn't
it
protect the targets outside of it?
Well, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder, but in this case you reverse it so that it's disadvantage on the outside. Which I rolled disadvantage for rolling at Ben. He got an 18 with disadvantage. It was a natural 20. The second was an 18, so that one will still hit Ben. 18 still hits Reggie, unless you have something else.
That's what my last hit is. It's 18.
Yeah. All right. So 6 damage for Yuji, and then 1 at Sarah. Also at disadvantage. They won't get there. Obviously, they can't melee outside of it because that's too far away, but he can try to roll a disadvantage here. Another natural 20, and a 27, which will still hit. So that one will still hit even with disadvantage there. But this is not the concentration breaker. It's only the arm blade that's the big deal for the concentration. So although you'll take damage, it isn't going to. That will still prompt a concentration check, but not with disadvantage. You just have to beat a 10 for a con save.
My con's not great, so...
Well, that'll still do. All right. And that is it for them. Bringing us to Nissi. She's feeling a little better now, obviously, with the wounds being patched together from Artemis healing. She's going to attempt to get a little further on the lock. Sleight of hand. Hey, natural 20. Shit, she still hasn't used it, and she is now... What's that?
I know, I'm bummed. I wish I'd kept it. She didn't need that shit.
Yeah, so far she hasn't needed it at all. There's only 2 tumblers left, so if she rolls well enough, whether she needs it or not, she could potentially finish in 2 rounds and get the thing open. Somebody will still need to try to grab the object, which I'll tell you looks semi-ethereal. It doesn't look like it'll be necessarily an easy thing to just capture, for Arteme at least, since you're closest. So keep that in mind. But somebody will still need to grab it potentially. All right, we are back to Norok.
All right. I know I saw the. Actually, did I hear the general direction that the Titusian went in?
You for sure know. Yeah.
Who had told you it was over here?
Yeah, she told you it was right
it was.
behind her.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that you can hear the clanging. That these guys are very loud.
Okay. I'm gonna move up that way.
You still have disadvantage, but you do have an idea where he is.
Must be lagging or something.
It's
There we
going.
go.
Oh, just taking a while, I guess. But if you want to tell me, ballpark where you want to be, I can move you.
I was just gonna go up one
Above
space
him?
north of where Sarah is, or actually just one space north of where he is. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
there you go.
I'm going to. I don't know if this will work. It'll have to be a DM call. But if I pull my magnet out and stick it up to where it's laying onto him, will that make it to where I can see where I'm swinging and not have disadvantage?
So I was wondering if you're going to use that thing, specifically with all these automata in this place. And I thought you might use it in the last one to try to pin the guy. It's not big enough to pin him, but yeah, it'll definitely it'll stick, and then that will tell you obviously where he is. Sure. So everybody else will still have disadvantage. Shit, no, because everybody can see the magnet. That's fine.
I'll just leave it on.
So
for now, then.
he is still invisible. But if you throw the magnet at him, it will stick to him, and everybody can see this, floating magnet and be able to tell where he is. So.
Alright, so I'm going to try to. I'll use Reckless Team for advantage and try to hit it with my sword.
Oh, that was some creative use there. You know what? No disadvantage on this roll, I think. Just for reward for the creative use here and being able to see where he is, so we'll call that. The other one was a 1, so it'll be a 17. That's fine. They'll still hit 21.
Alright.
Alright, 23. You can't see him, but he is just past bloodied.
Okay, sweet. Try my second attack.
That'll hit.
Do I have the thing to where I get criticals on 19s? Or is that not till later on? That's later on, isn't it?
You might have that. I don't remember. You need to know your character.
Yeah, no. I think that's later on. I don't think I have that quite yet.
I'm looking. Brutal critical. No, that's the additional weapon die when you...
Yeah.
Not that. Feral Instinct, no. I don't think you do. I don't see it under your features right now.
I think I get that before too long, but...
20. Alright.
Also,
He's going to use his extraplanar defense to take 10 instead of 20. Take
If
half
you hit
damage.
3 times, don't you get something special with your sword?
Yeah, he's done that a bunch. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to do my extra attack from the sword.
He's been getting 4 attacks most of these rounds because of that, because he has that and his frenzied attack. So 14 will not hit.
Okay, I'll use my bonus for my frenzied attack for my last one.
That will do.
Sweet.
Well, garbage roll, but still good.
Yeah. And I'm going to stay put, so that's it.
All right, that'll bring us to the Juthrins, who are still chattering outside. By now, they would have been able to get a priest down here. That's been a few seconds, and they had one in the building already. So it will just be an Arcana check. I don't think it's going to matter really. They can't get through the wall anyways. They don't have disintegrate, but whether they can get through the spike growth or not is potentially doable. Where is there? We go. Not with a 13. Foxer's is 17, right? Okay, alright, so they did not succeed. That brings us to Pogo.
I'm going to go ahead and...
They were trying to dispel your spike growth. Go ahead, sorry.
I'm going to use my action to continue riding in the circle and be like, alright, please tell me you've got something to get rid of these fucking things in here. Because if 13 rats bit me right now, I'd be toast. Let's see.
Sure.
My bonus action.
If I had to gauge how healthy I am,
Yeah,
if 13
if
rats bit
13
me.
rats were to bite me, I think I'd be dead. Alright, I'm just gonna move my spiritual banjo back, kind of over my head a little bit in front of us, and gonna take a swing at the Tatujin.
Okay, where the magnet is. He is invisible, so it's still a disadvantage, but
Can we see him because he got the
you can see where the
on?
magnet is, yeah. So, shit. We'll make it we'll say that a cap of normal, then, is what we'll do. Because you can still, if you're just aiming for where the magnet is stuck, essentially, you can tell where it is. So we'll just say that you can't get advantage on it, but no disadvantage, since there's no space between normal and disadvantage.
Sure.
So that'll hit. Jeez,
Not
he
bad.
is...
More damage.
Oh, that's a good hit for sure.
And that's my bonus action, and I'm not going to move because I'm just continuing on this circle. And now it is... that's it. That's all I
Alright.
got.
Alright, so Pogo's drawing, so Sarah, your next turn, you'll be free. That brings us to Artemy.
Okay.
You guys can't see the Tatujin to get us, an idea of where he's at, or health-wise, I mean, like if he's taking a lot of damage. But you've seen Norok just wailing wildly with his greatsword at him, and the banjo banging at him. You feel like he must be pretty hurt by now. So.
Yay. Okay, so my moonbeam does 54 damage.
Your what does?
My moonbeam
Oh,
does
shit.
54 damage to the ones in there.
Jesus. All right. Well, I mean, they're
love
still
that upcast. Honestly,
there,
this
but-
is great.
That is a crazy amount of just passive, not do anything damage, or not have to work for it kind of damage. All right.
I mean, that's why I have that spell. Come on.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Okay. So I'm gonna use an orb to heal Missy a bit more.
Okay. 4d8, right? Or 8d4? No, it's 8d4 for the heal, 48 for the damage, I think.
Hang on. But every healing spell is upcast.
Well, this isn't a spell. This is the heal from the Halo is different. Heal is 8d4, and she emits light for a while. All right, Soko. Thanks for using this, by the way, but it's helpful. All right, another 24. She is in much better shape now.
Okay.
She's not quite full, but very close.
Bonus action and the passive moon.
Yep, so you still have your action and movement if you want.
How's Pogo looking?
He's looking like if 14 rats bit him, 14 rats bit him, he would die.
I thought he said 13.
He did, but he's got 14 health hit points, so. Justin, are you muted? Go ahead, Fox.
I'm gonna heal and use healing word on.
Alright. You know healing word is the one that's at range, right?
No, it's. Oh. Right, so I don't have to use.
Yeah. It doesn't matter, you totally can. You can do it, from melee or from touch range as well. But healing word is at range. Cure wounds requires touch.
Yeah, I just reversed them while I was looking at the things.
No problem. I noticed it when you were talking about using cure wounds on Nissy, so. You're still technically within touch range of both of them anyways.
Okay. There we go.
Alright. So Justin, another 8 for you. Hang on, that's...
12.
Yeah, isn't it plus 4? Yeah, so 12.
Plus 4.
Justin. That was only a level 1 cast, right?
Yeah, it was on. I'm running a lone spell, so it was on the level.
No, I just mean that the 3 was the upcast from the Wood Sage's chorus, right?
Yes.
All right, Justin, you are, well, when you're back. If you're there, we can't hear you. I don't know if your headset died or what, but...
No, I am back. Can you hear me?
All right, yep. All right, so you just healed for 12. Fox just healed you for 12.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that if your turn, Fox?
Yeah, that ends my turn and leaves me with
Feels a lot better now.
first level spells, no second level spells.
Well, you guys just have to try to survive a little longer, that's all. Maybe you'll make it out of here.
5 more rounds.
So what I'll do...
What's up, Taco?
Oh, all right. So what I'll do is the Tutusion, from where I'm standing is 30 feet. I will use Psychic Shove on the Tutusion and shove him down into the cloud.
All right.
Go ahead
Go
and
ahead and
cast
click
that
it.
really quick.
I think he has to make a strength save or something.
Yeah. Go cast spell.
If you shove him into the moonbeam, he takes damage.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to shove him 15 feet into that. Well, really, he only needs 10 feet, but push him into that
Strength
moonbeam.
save, it'd be against yours, so it'd be 18 for a strength save. There we go. Not with that. So he is pushed into the 15 feet anyways, is enough to get him into where the moonbeam is. Fox, you can go ahead and roll it. The magnet is still visible, so he's still technically he's technically invisible, but you guys can see him because of the magnet. So
Gotta aim for the magnets.
although the circle doesn't, it looks like it from the art, but it's not actually darkness. So, well, so what's that?
41 damage.
I'm going to show you guys something in Discord here. The art in the bottom right corner, you guys can see the health bars, I don't care. The art in the bottom right corner, the thing where it says Tutusion, it shows a little skull and the down arrow and the blue heart and everything. That's how many hit points he has left. So that one, the one that you just shoved, had 41 hit points and you just did 41. There is a crumple of metal as it clatters across the floor, and that Tutusion is gone.
Can we see
guys-
that it's gone?
Can you what?
Can we see through all that it's gone now? Like, did it turn into, like,
You would see, the only thing you... Oh, shit, actually, no, sorry. The other thing, actually, that's a good point, actually, Justin, is that when repair sequence, it remains invisible until it decides to disable this feature, or upon reaching its maximum hit points, or it has reached 0 hit points. So as the moonbeam connects with it, as it's kind of being shoved off to the side, the force, the momentum of the telekinetic shove is not stopped by it as it passes through the moonbeam and just crashes into the wall, becomes visible as these chunks of this armor, Otadral armor, is splattering across the floor, one of which, a shoulder plate, a pauldron, still has the Mahadrakam magnet stuck to it, as it is dead. And this is a species, just so you guys know, they have, like, we're talking in the dozens of these platforms left, and you guys are trying to genocide them. Like, that's all they have left, and you guys are trying to wipe them out. And somebody should feel guilty here. So just so you know that.
Deep down, Sarah feels
Now,
terrible.
should we feel guilty, or should the remaining ones feel honored?
No,
I think
okay,
we're blessing the
that
remaining
people
ones.
using them as guards should feel guilty for abusing them.
It's fine. It's up to you guys on how you want to feel. I don't care.
All right, so I'm going to use my movement points.
He's a creature, so
10,
technically Artemis would be
15,
guilty, but, like, they're kind of guilty about killing them. But at the same time, the people using a limited species as guards is even more guilty.
That's fair.
Is it here or here would be the max move for that?
From that corner, really, you were 30 feet. Yeah, you can make it up there. That's fine.
Good,
You
'cause I
can
kinda-
go to there if you want to, yeah.
Like what I'm doing is I'm trying to make it to
No,
the
you
door.
can't get all the way over
so-
there. Oh, well, okay, so just movement. You'd
Yeah.
be, like, where Norok is. You could go one north of him.
Okay, I'll go
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
Like, if we had a way to talk to them and tell them, like, we don't want to hurt you, like, run away from this place, I think we would try that option. But they attack on sight, so...
They were ordered to attack, but yeah, you guys were invading what is essentially their home, for lack of a better terminology here, since this is a more place of employment, I guess, but they were kind of enslaved, if anything, so...
That's what I mean, the people enslave them since it should feel worse than anything else.
Well, it doesn't mean you should just go around and kill them just because they're slaves. That's not cool, Fox.
No, right?
Peace was never an option.
Yeah. Alright, Nils, I guess if he can't break out of it, there's really nothing he can do, so he's still just stuck in there, and kind of shouting and spinning in circles as he's trying to, wave the blade at the ghost hounds that keep lashing out at him. Alright, Sarah's turn.
I'm just gonna look at Pogo. I can't heal you. Do you want me to take over this? So you can do something else? I don't...
I've got a
There's
question,
nothing else for me
DM
to
question. I don't have tool proficiencies. I don't have lock picking. What would I just roll with disadvantage, or I just not going to add my?
If you mean to try to also pick the cage, you can. There's not enough room. There's only one slot for for locks in it. It's not multiple locks. It's one lock with 5 pins. Everybody understand, like pins inside of a lock, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you
Honestly, you go ahead. If you want to try to get rid of those things that are still over there, I don't mind doing this because I'm fucking white. Because I can't do a lot on them. Because,
to hit them?
yeah, I can't really. I don't have a lot left in the tank to hit them.
Can I even see inside the circle to hit them?
You can see inside the circle. You don't see them. You just see the moonbeam and a circle on the floor.
Okay.
And if you can't do anything, I can do a little bit, but it's not a lot.
No. I'm just not going to use my 7th level spell if I can't make sure I'm going to hit something.
You'll have
If I
disadvantage.
roll it yeah. So I'm going to use...
Actually, I do have one thing that I could use. So I do have something.
Okay, well then I'll let you take this round then, and then I'll take the next round. So I'll start writing then.
Assuming neither of us get fucking murdered right now.
Exactly.
So keep in mind, though, as long as one of you does it per turn. So just to keep it,
so
this is we're trying
I'll
to
be
translate
writing
game mechanics.
this
Yeah,
turn.
yeah,
So
that's fine.
when
So
his turn comes up, he can do what he's gonna do,
there you go.
and then
Yeah, as
the
long as
next
one of
time,
you
I'll do
does it per
something
turn,
and
that's
heal.
okay. Yeah, we don't need to worry about keeping it because we're trying to translate mechanics into a narrative. You know what I mean? The kind of fair compromise is that as long as one of you does it for your action for that turn, that's fine. And the
Okay,
person
we
that
have
does it also stays in circle. So
4 rounds left.
This round will be round 6 if Pogo does it, presumably. Or sorry, no, Sarah, you're doing it right now, Sarah.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay,
so
all right,
he
so that
can
is
do
6.
something on his turn.
All right, so that is 6 rounds. Yeah. Okay, so 4 rounds and the rest of this round. So, all right, any bonus actions or anything, Sarah?
No, not right now. I've just been counting it on my turn, so when my turn comes up, I'm just counting off another round as being
That's
done.
fine. Yeah, I have it on my notepad too, the digital notepad, OneNote. But yeah, that's fine. All right, then off to the Titusian. They are going to roll the d6s. There's only 2 of them remaining, so this is left and right. This is looking bad. You guys are going to try to exterminate an entire species here. There's 2 more outside the door. I guess they, can live on, but
They can fuck each other.
well, they can't procreate. This is the end of their species. Like they're robots. The robots are not the species. They already died. They're already
procreate. This sounds like kind of a doomed thing to begin with.
It is. This species were part of a world that was dying already in balance in one of the earlier campaigns. And Ben and Becky and Fox did not succeed in saving their world. Ben and Becky and Sako, sorry, did not succeed in preventing their world from being devoured. So there's only a handful of them left. They already all died, and they just are implanted into these robots as a temporary means of allowing them some, interaction with the world until they all die off.
Okay, but the question is, are they like trapped in the crystal? Are they in pain? And is this actually mercy killing? Would be a fair question.
Well, I mean, they were able to speak to them. They had means of communicating with alien species at that time, so they were able to speak to them. They weren't in pain necessarily. And there's multiple, by the way, so keep that in mind too. It's not that this matters necessarily, but the one you just killed was not one individual. It was tens of thousands of spirits that were stuck inside that crystal, and they take turns controlling the robot because they basically literally have a lottery where one of them gets to control the robot for X number of hours, and then the next one. Because that's all they could do was essentially contain themselves within those crystals. So you just wiped out like a good, probably a small town is what you just smashed against that wall and killed him.
Bad about banishing that one because where did it go? If it's and it ain't there no more.
You sent it back to its world, which is just an empty void in space, and then it probably, well, I guess they don't really starve, so I'm not sure what the reality of that would be for them. But anyways, you didn't just kill a single individual. You just wiped out, probably a couple dozen thousand.
We're a very efficient team.
Sarah's too wrapped up in shit to notice this because that'd make her feel real bad.
All right, they get 46. Hang on. I should just put it on the button there, but it is There it is, 64 plus 6. All right.
Yeah, I mean, is there an actual way to save them? Actual question. Right?
Well, so the balance team did have a way to save them, and they failed. That specific world. Basically, each of this is nobody cares about this, except for Ben and Becky and Sako. But the planets that they went to, every world that they were kind of forced into, basically as they were being chased, they had a chance to try to save it, and some they succeeded and some they failed. They failed almost all of them for the first 50. They didn't actually play through all those, but narratively they played through 6 or something like that through that. And then they got a little better at it and started succeeding more often the further they went along. And these guys were near the end, but it was a really rough situation and they did not succeed. So the Tutusians were wiped out.
Okay, but in their current state, is there any way to save them?
It's really up to you guys if you wanted to try to explore that or not. I mean, not in any way that you would be aware of now, but if you guys decided to explore that further, then we can see.
Okay, because that's the real question, isn't it? Like, is there a way to free them from their masters so they can do whatever they want?
These individuals, yeah, these guys they're not mind trapped, they just don't have much other choice, but you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't have any way to know that, especially in the middle of a fight, so...
And especially since we can't communicate with them because we don't know the language either.
Correct, yep. So, they are both going to take spear shots at Sarah. And Sarah, you did...
still on.
Hang on. They do have disadvantage, yeah, they'll still have disadvantage from that. Arteme had... Well, they wouldn't know necessarily. They can see the thread, so they would be able to tell who has which spells up, but the circle is from the staff, and they would probably take the shots at Nazim, not realizing that Nazim isn't... Well, not have any way of knowing, I guess, that it is the staff that's casting it and not Nazim's concentration himself. So they would take one at Nazim and one at Sarah.
And they have
trying to break concentration.
all range attacks have a disadvantage as well.
Yeah, they're attacking outside of the circle. So this first one will be at Nazim with disadvantage. It's not Otatarol, it's just a regular spear. So 20 to hit, that'll hit. Their AC is 13, I think. So 15, and you're knocked prone. And you're not concentrating. What are you concentrating on right now? You're not. Yeah, the wall is up from the staff. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Second one at Sarah. All right, Fox. With disadvantage. What's that?
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to shield.
All right.
Wait.
15 does not connect. I think you're 16 minimum with your shadow skin, right?
Yep.
All right. So they one of them is going to be out of the moonbeam, but the other one is still in it. He doesn't have enough room to be able to get out of it. So that is it for him. That brings us to Nissi. Nissi will try to continue the lockpicking here.
Add that D10 if she needs it.
Yep. Oh shit. Well, it's 21,
good.
so she's doing really freaking good. I honestly did not expect her to be able to pull this off, because depending on how many rounds you had, if she rolled bad, she only gets a +7 on her modifier. So if she rolled bad, it would have, she would never have been able to make 100 total cumulative. So, all right. So that's literally one pin left, and the door will open. So she is giddily excited and now no longer as terrified that she's about to die. What you doing, Holmes?
I am going to go retrieve my magnet.
Okay. Well, go ahead and... Well, okay, are you walking straight towards where the magnet is?
No, I was going to go around.
Can he get out if he goes in it?
Yeah. The only thing is it can't, or the Fae, Celestials, Undeads, and so on.
Got it.
Yeah. So if you... I guess, are you going to walk around the outside of the circle, then, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then try to go grab me magnet.
You can hear one of them is directly in front of you as you lean down to grab the magnet.
Okay. Can I hit them inside that thing? Or
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't know.
Oh,
that,
I mean,
would
you could... yeah, you would. I mean, you can tell they're still there. It's not darkness or anything like that. It's the art is not perfectly representative. It's just a circle on the ground.
Okay.
And Nazim had told you that they can't leave it. They can't step out of it. But otherwise, they're just invisible there, and you can still swing in the area where they were.
Okay. Then I will give that a try then.
Just disadvantage on the attack. Hang on. No, they took damage from the moonbeam. Never mind. I was going to say their gravity well is up, and they could have really fucked things up there, but Fox did damage them with the moonbeam, so they are still not able to use gravity well.
Okay.
Go ahead. All right, that'll hit.
Sweet.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
He is past bloodied now as well. Again, something the players know, not the characters.
All right. Now we'll try again.
That'll hit. You're rolling really good with disadvantage. Jeez.
Oh, no, I'm getting lucky.
17 more. He disapproves.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 2 hits. So the heart, the ruby heart in the hilt, lights up if you want to make your other attack. That one will not connect.
Ah. All right. Try last one.
Okay.
Not with that.
My reaction to let you re-roll that.
Sure. Go ahead and reroll it, G.
Cool. Thank you.
I need to get the. I like the fumble tables and extra crit things. Those add some extra fun narrative, but I don't have them in here, so no special. Didn't cleave off your ankle or something like that. That'll hit damage. All right, another 15. Good chunk of damage to him this turn. That if your turn.
I'm gonna just move out one.
Okay.
To the left.
All right.
And I'll wait there.
All right. So he does still get to make his opportunity attack against you. It's just a disadvantage, which he was going to have anyways from being inside of there. But he will still try. Oh, hang on. I rolled that normal. 24 or 15. 15 will not hit, so that does not. Oh. All right. Does one to the left?
Yeah, I'm lagging apparently still.
Weird. It won't. Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't let me move you for a second either.
Thank you.
Those guys are kind of nothing at this point anyway. So what is Pogo doing?
Right, I'm going to go ahead and
Draw.
I'm going to
Oh,
cast...
Sarah's drawing. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, Sarah's drawing the circle, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast Sleep in that corner
Okay.
at 4th level.
Okay.
When you cast sleep, when you upcast it, does it give you like more points to use? Or
A lot more. Yeah. For every extra level, it's another 2d8
So
total.
I'm going to basically
points.
focus it
Well-
all the way past the wall so that anything in that area takes... So they don't take damage, but this will put them to sleep.
Okay.
Let me see if that was the right amount. I think it was, though.
11d8.
That was 11d8, only 34 damage. Boo.
Jeez, you got 4 ones in that. Yeah.
Oh,
Let me
yeah,
see
fuck it.
here.
He was already upcasting
Okay.
it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was already upcasting that to 4. Yeah, so that is correct because each level it goes up.
By 2d8.
So anything it would first attack the one that or hit the one that has the least hit points, and if they have less than 34, they would fall asleep.
All right, Fox. You hear one very loud clang as something connects to the ground. Connects with the ground, rather. And in fact, actually, the chunks of Otadarol steel that are already against the wall are impacted. Something clearly fell on them.
Go ahead and use my movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to this door, and then I'm going to use my bonus action and my winged bracers to continue moving 5, 10, 15 into this room. And I still have light cast on my sword, so I can see on the map it looks like there's chests around here.
Yeah.
And I also see a lever.
Yep.
Oh boy, guys. Pogo's gonna pull this lever.
Oh boy.
Pogo's gonna pull this lever.
Yeah. There is a clang up above, and audible surprise coming from the room outside. Not the one that you guys, not the big room where you guys are in, but the hallway. Probably the.
Anything on the Rocky Talkies?
Not at this moment. I mean, it only just happened, so it wouldn't be yet, but...
Okay. And that is my turn. Do I see anything else in here? Anything open, or is everything just chests and boxes and things like that?
Yeah, they're not treasure chests, but they are boxes and crates and things like that. They almost certainly have valuables in them, but they're not gleaming with the video game style.
Better than the others.
Sure. Yeah, there's one that stands out that looks like it probably has the most valuables in it.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. Back to Arteme.
Okay, so who needs healing?
How many rats would it take to kill Pogo right now?
It would take like a solid couple dozen rats. Pogo's feeling a lot better. He's good enough.
How's Nesting?
She is almost full.
I'm feeling about halfway full.
Okay.
How is Norok? Because he's usually in triple digits.
He's taking a good beating this round for sure.
Yeah, I'm a little less than that.
You have less hit points than I do.
Yeah, he does. It would take 62 rats to chew Norok to death right now. And it would take
one
81
really
for
big
soon. one very large rat, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nazim's rat.
So I'm gonna use a bonus action to send one of the stars to Nora.
Okay. That is 4, I think, right? That's the 4th one? 1 for damage and 3 for healing so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 for damage.
Alright, so 8d4.
Thank you.
Is Nazim within reach or not?
Yeah, yes, he's right around the corner from you.
Okay. So I could touch him from where I am?
Oh, not within touch reach, no. You'd have to move 5 feet. Yep, from there.
Okay. So I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on him.
Hang on. Sorry. Actually, never mind. Go ahead and do your Cure Wounds, and then we're gonna do Moonbeam. And I'll explain why that is important here in a second. Go ahead.
Okay, so I've casting it to 3rd level, but it's also considered level 5.
Yep, I'll make it 5.
So that's 3.
I think didn't I put the things in there for Cure Wounds where you could just click the little levels and it would automatically do it for you?
Yeah, but that consumes. Well, yeah. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just trying to. Okay, so that one's level 3.
So 3. So just 2 more d8s. So 17 plus 2 more d8s. You just roll them manually.
I'm just trying to set it up.
So 9 more, 18, 28.
Okay.
Healing for Nazim.
My guess is I can't move back to where I was.
What was the amount on that?
Sorry,
17
26.
plus 9.
26, yeah.
26. Thank you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not moving? You're staying there?
Can I move back to where I was?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move back. Just try and grab that one.
Alright. Alright, that brings us back to Mazim. Oh, sorry, Moonbeam Fox.
Right. Yes,
So the one that this is specifically important, I guess, for Pogo. Pogo put one of them to sleep. It just happened to be the one that had moved out of the Moonbeam. Otherwise, the Moonbeam would have woken him right back up again. But
okay.
yeah, so there is still one that can't get out of it because right now the only space that he could use to get out of it is occupied by a sleeping contusion. So if you want to murder one more, you go right ahead. 50.
Damn.
He's still up, but you don't hear another clank, but he's definitely in bad shape. All right, that brings us to Nazim.
All right, I was going to storm that room and check out some chests, but it looks like Pogo's on that.
You help. There's a lot of chests in here if anyone needs anything.
All right, so I guess yeah, I'll jump in and see if I can tag team with him.
All right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is as far as I can go. perception check. Is there anything in any direction that seems to be of note?
You do see a chest that Pogo was standing near that is probably the most, let's say, expensive-looking box in the room, but there are multiple boxes that are, clearly containers for valuable items.
Lessers. All right, since Pogo's already working on that one, I'll go the opposite direction. I'll use dash, and I'll just get within arm's reach of this top shelf over here for the next turn.
All right.
Where are you guys putting all this loot?
You gotta throw it in the fucking circle.
Throw it on the ground. just relay back and forth, just tossing shit on the ground in the circle so it teleports with you.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get more than like 1 or 2.
Depending on how heavy they are or big they are, for sure.
Like
All right.
1 at a time.
Nazim, you spent your action to get there. Free action to kind of, do a quick rifle through things. What are you trying to do, I guess?
I essentially am going to kind of rummage through this wall, looking for anything of value or anything that may be useful to take with me, be it wisdom, knowledge, scrolls, or just, jewels, gems.
Okay. The first box that you stand in front of there has multiple coins that have the same face on both sides, which is a little strange. You won't have, since you spent your action to get here, you're not going to have, a lot of time, but it is a free action to interact with things, or, for a free, use an item, basically, item interaction. Those coins definitely stand out as strange because, usually a coin would have 2 different faces, but the same face stamped on both sides. It's a little copper dragon. It's not a face, but the heads of the coin is on both sides. Which seem abnormal. There's probably at least 2 dozen of them in there. They're definitely gold, so those, even if they were not otherwise special, which you can tell that they are, still have some, coinage value at the very least.
Are they similar to the mimics or different?
No, different. Yeah, you're not in there, you wouldn't know. But if you had shown those in the past, yeah.
I'm not asking as Artemy. I'm just asking as curious because you said they were like odd with the same face. So I was just wondering if they looked like mimics.
No, not mimic eggs. They are. They look special, in that there's a certain arcane energy stored within them, which at 14th level Nazim can see passively. So you can grab those as a free item interaction. There'll be 24 of them, Nazim, but it'll take your next turn, obviously, to really do any real search.
Okay, so I can or cannot take them this round.
Yeah, you can grab those. Okay. It's free to item interaction. So.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw that in inventory, create a new line or something.
All right. I'll put it on my notes anyway, so I'll add it for you as well.
All right. I'll just do a generic add new loot.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Anything on the walkie-talkie?
Yes, by now actually, they're shouting about a door slamming shut. The noise you heard, well, I guess at distance you would probably guess it was probably a manual way of closing the door that you guys used to bypass. It forced that door shut, and now they can't get in and have no means of getting in or out. So there's certainly some panic there, even when they finally dispelled. Oh no, never mind, they failed at the dispel, so the spike growth is still there. But yeah, they can't get out through that door either for the ones that were still upstairs.
So if we get out, we just have to spread rumors that the Juthrans tried to break in, and we might be home free.
You certainly could give it a shot. I mean, you did see we'll see. Without giving things away, you guys may have left other evidence, like a giant rat ogre.
Yeah, the problem is Nils is still alive.
We can't kill him.
Why not? He's not the main guy. He's just the captain of the guard.
Yeah, that's not the lord of the manor. That's the
guy.
Yeah, that's his brother, though. It is his brother. So it will probably incur some amount of vengeance.
Y'all do whatever you want. I'm right in a circle.
All right, your turn, Sarah.
I'm right in a circle.
All right. We are actually almost at time, so let's just, if you guys are okay with that, we'll just finish this round real quick. Yeah, and then we'll, so that does make 7 rounds, meaning there's 3 to go. But we'll just finish this round real quick, and then we'll call it for the day. I thought we would get through this and then have time for a level up, so we'll probably, assuming you guys survive, we'll plan on doing level ups, kind of at the beginning of next week's session, but you won't have the abilities until you guys rest, as long as that's fair for everybody. All right, the one remaining, actually both of them will get the heal. One of them is just asleep, so that will get.
He has to heal while he sleeps. Shenanigans.
it's an automatic response from the robot. It's not, something he's choosing to do. It's not a spend action or anything like that. They never roll very great on it anyway, so 55. And for him...
Wait, he's healing 55, and that's not a roll?
No. He healed for 21. His new total was 55. Not that it matters for you guys, he's asleep, but if you do wake him up or if he gets hit by something. He's the one that's just outside of the moonbeam, so... and he is not in good shape still, but he is going to... Taking his best shot, is going to try to shoot at... The thing is he can't, even if he could see Nazim, which he can kind of just barely get a slice of, the circle is the real problem, and he can't do much about that from the staff, so he's going to shoot at Sarah again, I guess. He doesn't have much else he can do. I guess he could... shit, he does know the moonbeam is coming from Arteme. Yeah, he's going to try to shoot at Arteme then. Disadvantage. 2 Nezril ones.
Wow.
Oh, that is awful.
That's not good.
Someone kills himself, right?
That's like a 1 in 1400, 1440 or something like that. For something. Maybe it might only be 400 something, but anyways, real low odds for that. All right, Nissi is going to try to get the last pin here. With 20, never mind. So she did the entire time. She never even needed the bardic inspiration.
Bitch.
She got through all of those. And what's funny is I honestly didn't think she was going to be good enough. I thought when you guys got to this part that if you didn't bring Ashton that you wouldn't succeed at getting that lock open, just because her odds were really low of rolling high enough, over and over and over again. I thought it would take too many rounds, basically, but she made it through. So, with that, the last of it, there's a loud click as the giant padlock, which is bigger than her head, disconnects and clangs off to the floor. She squeals in excitement, kind of jumps backwards, and then realizes she's right next to Nils. It's open. I don't know what to do, but it's open. And we'll bring to Nora. Okay. What you doing, Holmes?
I am going to actually go see if I can help assist with the glowing thing that they just opened up. Because I can see up there that they got it open, right?
Yeah, I mean, you heard Nissi squeal and jump away, and the clang of the lock hitting the ground and everything, so...
Head up that way then and see... assist and whatever.
Okay.
Try to help Arteme get that.
Alright. That'll bring us to... Juthrans can't do anything, Pogo?
I'm going to go ahead and grab a chest. And
the entire chest?
Not even. Any chest that Pogo thinks he can grab, it might be a smaller
sure.
one. But
yeah, there's plenty of boxes in here that you feel like you're gonna, kind of have to like lift it up where you're arching your back in a bad position. But
I like to do it in a way where I'm gonna lift it up and do like a shake and see if it sounds like something good.
Oh, there's for sure jangly valuables in there.
Just grabbing a chest and then using my action. I have 10, 15, 20. 25, and then my bonus with movement, 5, move bitch, 5, 10, 15, and then
it might be the animation on the spell slots there.
Yeah, I think it might be it. I'm just gonna go ahead and, I'm gonna put the box down in the portal.
Okay.
And then I am going to, that's my movement, my bonus action. I don't have a lot that would really help us just to kill these guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Toll the Dead. I can't see them. Would I be able to do this with disadvantage, or is it gonna be like 3/4 cover, or what?
Does the spell say it requires you to be able to see them?
No,
that you can see within range.
Yeah. You can point one creature you can see within range. Alright, so in that case, no, they're all going to have disadvantage on that.
Unless you want to kill Nils, you can see him.
I'm thinking about it! Right now, I think we're okay. Real quick, if you lose concentration on Nils, is that going to drop?
Sarah?
Yeah.
Shit, sorry. I didn't realize I was muted. Yes. Yeah.
Alright, so that relies on your concentration. Alright.
I mean, it'll just drop. It won't, like, kill him if I lose concentration. It'll just drop the spell and he'll be able to do shit.
No. I mean, here's the problem. It would actually be really hard for me to even kill him. I can move 10 more feet, and I'm going to use my action. Yeah, I'm just going to use my action to keep drawing on the circle.
Okay. To buy Sarah some time.
To buy Sarah some time if she wants to do something else, because I'm running low on options. So
Sarah technically already drew on this round, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
it
but
wouldn't
that'll
do
mean
anything.
my next round that I can, right? Oh,
No,
no, 'cause
as long
then
as
just
one of
forget
you
about
does it, yeah, you already did this turn, so it's basically pointless to draw any further.
all right, in that case, I'm going to move Spiritual Banjo behind Nils, and I'm going to have that go ahead and attack him.
All right.
That's my only real option here.
If you roll decently, this could be the end of Nils.
Yeah. I don't like that this is related to her having concentration on it. Sorry, everyone. It probably won't even hit.
Oh, shit.
All right,
All right,
probably
well,
won't even do any damage.
Yeah.
It's probably really low damage.
and then it caves and skull
Only
in
7.
instead. All right, well, it's 14.
Oh, wait, no, it's 7, 14, so
Yeah,
14 damage.
He is barely holding on to life. He is still alive, but just barely.
Alright, and that was actually my... Oh, wait. Oh,
Good timing.
nope, retcon. Pull it all back. That's a bonus action. And I already used my bonus action to dash with my crazy move. So
Yep,
roll
with
back.
with your wings, okay. Or
Roll
with your wing
back.
bracers. All right.
My bad, my bad.
So he is not quite as dead then.
No, but I am going to go ahead and just hit him with Toll the Dead anyway. So.
All right.
18 wisdom save.
Didn't you? Oh, you bonus action wings. Yeah, you still have your regular action. Yeah.
I have my regular action. I haven't done that
Yep.
yet.
All right.
So this is going to be my regular action at Mills.
Succeeds.
He succeeds. And
But you are not 17, so 3d8, 3d12 because he's already damaged.
he
So hit personal.
takes no damage.
Oh, no damage on success. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Oh, it is a cantrip, anyways. All right. Yep. All right. Arteme.
I'm gonna try and grab the orb.
Okay. You reach out with your hands, and they pass right through it. It looks like it's made of like a sapphire, like a solid sapphire, perfectly smooth sapphire. Dodecahedron just floating in the air, but your hands pass through it.
I've got an idea. Maybe we gotta wrap it in that metal and pull it with us. Maybe the metal can contain the magic around it. Maybe get one of the chest plates from one of those dead robots or something. Also,
Yeah.
when we say so, get in the
Is there a
circle with us,
chest
okay?
plate close by?
What fox?
Is
Dissy.
there a chest place or something close by?
On the south wall, they are very heavy, though. Like, you'd need Norok's help probably to do that. To do it easily. They are very large chunks.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for help to try and grab this. That's about it. I don't really know what else to do to try and grab it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and end it there then. I mean, if you had a specific plan that you could do on your turn, we can go ahead and finish that. But otherwise, we'll if you're setting that up,
plan, I was just gonna try and grab it, but you're
problem.
saying it's not really working. So I'm not
your hands pass straight through it. Yeah, it is clearly not a solid object. It is a like a manifestation of energy. It'd be like trying to grab electricity.
Can I use a vial to grab it?
You're the
My jars, like I use for herbs and stuff.
okay. It passes through it, but and it seems to contain some of it. But as soon as you even try to go to cap it, it just slowly disperses back out through the glass and then rejoins the.
So what about some of the Juthren armor or like the steel I have in my bag?
It would do the same thing, although at a potentially different rate. So basically, a non-standard physical object that still leaves it on this plane, it will break through. Essentially, imagine like God damn it, who am I thinking of? Bohr? Is it Bohr? BOHR? That I'm thinking of for cells passing molecular structure passing through another. It's Bohr. It's Niels Bohr, I think, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Are you talking about Mitose cellular? No, nothing.
No. It's the bridge. It's the Niels Bohr bridge or something like that.
Ah.
Anyways, it's atomic structure. Essentially, that's all the empty space between when you look at it at a molecule, an atom of any sort, and all the broken parts of it separated. All of that space in between is all empty, and that's how you can literally, with proper math and technology, could literally walk through walls and things like that because of all this empty space. It's literally the idea between any form of transportation, instantaneous transportation, like in sci-fi stuff. It's the something Einstein bridge. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Einstein-Rosen bridge. There we go. Is that the one I'm thinking of? No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. No, it's not a wormhole though. It's specifically that the space between all of the protons and the neutrons in the middle of an atom and the electrons on the outside of it, all of that is empty space. And you can literally move solid objects through other solid objects if you can make sure that those don't impact each other. It's literally for walking through walls. It's a technology for walking through walls and teleportation and so on, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, the point is that it will slowly disperse itself back through, no matter how dense the material is. It'll kind of, the more dense it is, the longer it'll take, but it'll just kind of separate until it's back out and then recollect as this floating object inside the cage. I'll look up which one that is. I can't remember the specific physicians that I'm thinking of.
So there's not really a way to get it out, but it's trapped in the cage because it hasn't dissipated from the cage. But if we leave the cage open, can it go somewhere else?
It can float around, yeah. I mean, it's not a sentient object, but yeah. I mean, it couldn't escape. Clearly, it couldn't escape the cage as it was.
We gotta grab one of those fucking arms off a robot and hit it like a baseball.
Just keep knocking it. God damn it! There was a '80s NES video game where a kid was using a baseball bat to knock it around. That reminded me of. As far as capturing it, you guys do have other means of doing so, but you do feel like Otadero would be a functional way, and that you've at least seen that in practice, because it is clearly not able to escape this cage on its own. But if you guys want to spend a week thinking about it, next week is the 28th. Everybody good for the 28th?